Pilot to co-pilot. We're entering into another set of the atmosphere. On our way past the moon. Should we stop at the moon?
No. No. Let's go all the way to Andromeda.
Roger that. Past the moon. Past the moon. We are going past the moon.
Not messing with you now. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and being a part of the Crypto Lifers. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're going to get to the business of the business today. We're going to get into the charts. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're loving yourself. Hope you're drinking water. Hope you're working out. Hope you're doing something for your body, for your mind, for yourself, okay? If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others. Remember that. You know, there was a saying when I was a sailor. I used to live on ships, and it's one hand for the boat, one hand for yourself. If you have two hands for the boat, my friends, you have no hands for yourself. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta protect your neck, so to speak, what we say in the game. Protect your neck. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Crazy times. Little dip last night. Got everyone flustered for sure. Not me, though. Not me. Why I will never sell my Bitcoin, man. Well, they'll never get the Bitcoin out of my cold, dead hands. They never will. They never will. They never will. Like Braveheart, man. Shout out to everyone in there. I'll do 50 super chat for every like at the end of the show. Show some love. Look at that. 50 cents for every like at the end of the show. Are you kidding me? He says, I'll do a 50-cent super chat for every like at the end of the show. Show some love. Damn, that's dope. That's dope, man. I can't spell today. It's all good, man. And guys, don't worry about Frank. Frank was experimental. You put like $200-300 in it and see what happens. You don't want to go OD in Frank. You just kind of chill out. And so it's just more of an experiment to use another blockchain. That's more what that video was about. I kept trying to like hint at that. Like sometimes it's not about making money. I know if you guys, it's kind of crazy. Everyone's like, oh, all we want to do is make money. No, I get it. I mean, I've already, you know, my first and foremost thing is to make the buns. But once we get the buns, you know, I want to see what's going on in the blockchain. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't spend your Bitcoin in the future. That's another good point. You can be as rich as you want, but if you're not healthy, you can't do anything with it. So remember that. You can be as rich as you want. You could become a multi-millionaire. If you're not healthy, it doesn't do a dang thing for you. All right, so I've been looking at sand here really closely. Funny how they sold and bought it right back up. Last night it went to 30 and got bought right back up. This dip was, what a funky, they're playing games. Right now they have everybody on edge. I tell you right now, my best advice to if I had a best friend who would say, all hands on deck, though. All day, though. I got you. I like what you're saying there. All hands on deck all day. All hands on deck. I used to live on ships, man. You ever live on a ship? All hands on deck, bro. No lie. Sand is still in a beautiful flag to me. Bull flag, too. Bull, you know, it's in a falling wedge out of the bull flag. Beautiful position. I like where it's at. It did a nice retracement as well on the Fibonacci. Every morning I like to start with one trade just to get you guys going and get your juices flowing. Then we get into Bitcoin. Then we get into Ethereum, Bitcoin dominance, total too. Then I go through your ask, whatever you guys want. We go through all your tickers, different things. We go on deep dives. We look for low cap gems. And we just have fun together in the space. So I hope if that's what you're looking for the next 2 hours from 9:30 to 11:30. We're already 4 minutes into the show. I can't believe how fast time flies. But thank you guys for coming on into the show. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And thank you for being here and calling yourself a crypto lifer. If you'd like more out of this experience, please join the Telegram in the description down here. This will get you into my Telegram right here. Crypto Lifer Trading Group, the World Trading Group. We got people from Indonesia, Africa, Ireland, you name it. We are a worldly group. We have people from the Alps, Spain, Italy, where else? A lot of UK, Australia, United States. We got people from Indonesia, Singapore. You name it, man. It's such an international group. Thailand was the last person I was talking to the other day. So shout out to everyone I've done a tutoring session with this week. Unbelievable tutoring sessions. I met so many crypto lifers this week. You guys were awesome. Every single one of you had a blast with every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the tutoring, getting your knowledge, understanding. And, you know, a lot of people super chatted me after the tutoring. Much respect, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, 60 people watching, 34 likes. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. You know what? Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. I'm just going to be appreciative of everything today and just, it's all thank you and love, man. That's it. That's all. It's all gratitude. All times. Just to be alive. To feel the pain of the bear right now is gratitude. Because, you know, it's like if you had the cold wind on your face and sometimes it's cold, it's uncomfortable, but you know what? You're alive. So sometimes something uncomfortable reminds you that you're just alive, and it's still a blessing. Still a blessing, right? So yeah, I'm closely looking at sand here, above 30 cents. You know, my buy zone, 28 to 36 cents. That's what I do. I give myself an idea, and bam, pain does bring growth. Amen to that. Amen that. Check your Telegram for the Wyckoff breakdown. Thank you, Nick, by the dips. Nick by the dips. Nicky by the dippy. Nicky by the dippy. Flippy with the kissies. Yo, there you go. He thinks we're gonna go down. I mean, that's easy. 29, we can all handle 29K easy. Like, that'll be nothing. It's the 22K, the 23K that will really get us going. So are they going to do it? You know, are they going to do it? That's a smaller Wyckoff. I mean, that's, if you believe in this theory, I stick to one theory, right? I'll take in Wyckoff, I'll listen to it, but I just trade one way, right? It's not that I don't think it works. I just know that if I bring that, I just learned that I used to do everything all the time. And actually, you know, it doesn't mean you can't bring Wyckoff theory in there. I think his theory is amazing, and you want to study him immensely. And you can bring it in when you want. But I'm just looking at things, you know, right now, like 1 hour is oversold on sand. So sand looks like a nice trade right now. Looks like it's about to pop, to be dead honest. Like, I like to put a call out here for sand, breaking up. Honestly, the buy zone would have been down here, but I think it's ready to rock. I mean, oscillators in the 1 hour are all in our favor, ready to go. And we're seeing some momentum. We just wanted a little more volume to come in, and this thing can fly. But I could see sand making 34% gains all the way up to 47. I'll take a nibble on sand. You know, let's take a look at sand BTC. The reason is I have BTC in my firepower. I don't have a lot of USDT right now. I'm sitting on BTC, so all my trades, I'm trying to make BTC out of them. That's the idea here. You want to make BTC out of your trades. That's what an OG crypto trader does, you know? You can make USDT. That's what a trader does. But an OG crypto trader wants to make more Bitcoin regardless of the situation. Regardless. I want to keep a stash of stats in my hat at all times. Now, you also want to take a look at that 4 hour, and you want to see, and you guys are always asking me, well, how do I know what time frame? That's another question I get a lot from my tutoring sessions. Well, how do I know what time frame to be in? You know, you guys are like, well, I see you switch so many different time frames. Like, what time frame? And I'm like, well, one thing you need to know is the bigger the time frame, right? The more weight it holds, meaning the bigger the move is going to come from that. Great day to everyone. Shout out to Higher Frequency. That's what's called a hue. Whenever you're feeling negative energies, whenever you're feeling vibes. I wasn't at the moment. I just wanted to add to the positive vibes, so I shouldn't even say that. Hue. Boom. Yo, I'm coming off today. What you up to? Around noon. Come through, bro. Today I have a light day. One of the lightest days I ever had, man. Come through, bro. I need your help. Can you bring me some tomato seeds? Yo, so check it out. Sand BTC at 2258. That's a nice pump from 922 Satoshis. So I see this coming down, breaking off of support and breaking to the upside. Then, you know, right now, 4 hours not in our favor, giving us a downward spiral. So we could go sideways on the 1 hour or up. And then when the 4 hour kicks in, that could be the retrace, right? But right now, 1 hour's in our favor, telling us we have that momentum. We got that momentum. I like two. The safest thing for me, though, you know me, bottom of the pattern. Will she come back down? I'll put a limit order in at 629. Probably will never catch it, but you never know. There's no reason not to do it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying you'll never catch it. But like you think, okay, price might come back down somewhere in this region. If it gets rejected by the upper trend line, which so far it did with a double top too, right? So we could see a buyback in here. So I'm just watching it. If it breaks out here, I'll look for the retest of the upper trend line, or it comes back down here. So my two buy zones at all times are these. Something like this. If I get, and I'm going to project it. Now, I don't always win every projection, and I don't always nail it, but when I'm consistently projecting, you know what? My win rate's better than the guy that isn't projecting. I'll tell you that. And I understand more of what's happening with price action because I'm already anticipating it. Yeah, so and back into that pocket. So these were the two places where I would like to look for price now, so I don't get caught in the wind. Now, if I buy right here and it pumps, great. If it doesn't and it comes back down here, that's not fun, right? So I'm trying to protect myself at all costs. At all costs. All right, and that's why it might take a few hours there. You seen that? And that's why I'm not trying to lose 30% gains by buying at the top of a pattern, okay? Even if the 1 hour is in my favor, 4 hour isn't, and I want to see. Let the 1 hour play out. Let it pop out. Let it retrace. Let it respect this upper trend line, okay? I can miss a few points. It's okay. I'd rather miss these points here getting in than lose these points here trying to be cool. You get it? German allow pension funds to invest 20% in crypto. That's really good news. People know about SYA. Do you want a big news that a few people are aware of? That's awesome. Germany allow pension funds to invest 20%. That's a big deal. It's a huge deal, man. I really like that. Muse are rolling up. Today's a beautiful day outside. Yeah, I was going to take the bus to Boston from Woods Hole. Okay, come on through, bro. I'll pick you up at the train station. I'll leave here at 11:30, 11:45. I'll snatch you, man. I can snatch you up easy. You just let me know. I have a light day today. One of the lightest days I've ever had. So, this month was heavy, though. A lot of tutoring this month. Bake can let's take a look at my baby Bake. We put a call out for Bake. Let's take a look at the call. Let's take a look at what's going on with Bake. Still holding above $4, $4 or $5. And look, Bake's starting to make a move. So we had the sell-off last night, $4, and things just started to come right back. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. Seems to be up 5% too. So we'll get back into the charts. We'll get back into these different coins. Yeah, hit me up, man. Give me an excuse to get out the house, do something different. I'm always home doing stuff. Yeah, we could do a live stream maybe in the backyard or something. I don't know. I've been told, but Lifers TA is ice cold. Shout out to Jesse B, man. Germany allow pension funds. So let's see what's going down with BTC USDT. How's the audio sounding? Good? Everything good? Could I boost up a little bit? Could it be even better? I think it could be a little better. There we go. That's not bad. Okay, so Bitcoin did a funky drop all the way to 35.29 and got bought back up as fast as a rabbit's foot. As fast as a rabbit's foot, my friends. As fast as a rabbit's foot. Now, what I don't like is I'm a TA guy. And you know me. I stick to the TA. I don't say anything else. And to me. Okay? Let's do a few things. We're going to play with this for a second. With the patterns at play. Right? I'm going to give you my ultimate just TA analysis. Strictly remove my emotions. Everything clean. It is what it is. And we're going to take a look at what I'm seeing here. Okay? And what I'm going to do is we're going to look at the textbook charting here. Okay? So we're looking at these charts, right? And so bear pennant looks a lot like it. But could we be in the falling wedge? All right? Which is a bull pattern. or a bear pennant. Now, Bitcoin likes to break out, or a descending triangle, which can break up either way. So we're going to look at these 1, 2, or 3 patterns. We're going to assess it very closely. I'm going to make my final true announcement on what I think is going on with Bitcoin. Is it one of those 3 patterns? And I already kind of am swaying one way, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to double click into the price only. I want to look at just the price for a second and really get to the nitty gritty here. Now, we were waiting on the right shoulder. Everyone kind of had this idea, right? Almost put this in a huge shoulder, but we'll say that was the drop. Then price tried to normalize, right? And whales took advantage yet again. And I mean, that makes complete sense. We have a beautiful head and shoulder pattern, right? But will it just continue in this manner here? So far, so good. As a pattern trader, I like what I'm seeing now, because the pattern came down, the pattern came up, the pattern came down, pattern comes up. So here's your trade for Bitcoin, all right? You're going to get in right here and ride it up to about, again, all right. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I do or say here on this channel is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting in and out of any trade. If you press the buy button, remember it is on you. If you lose or don't use a stop loss or you get wrecked, it is on you. Remember, all I can do is provide you guidance with my technical analysis as a pattern trader. And you can take that with what you will. So moving forward, disclaimer here. Now, Bitcoin's sitting at 36,933 flash there. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Hit that 30-minute. This is going to be a temporary trade for Bitcoin. Something that I see happening. You know, if you just have to make a trade right now, you feel like you want to, I'd use very small leverage. If you do use leverage, I really don't even suggest trading leverage. Okay? If you must, you can use Bitcoin up on Binance. And we'll take a look at that in a second as well for you, for a double certification there about what's going on. So down, up, down. This should break to the upside. Why? Well, we're going to look for, number one is bullish divergence, which creates bottoms and tops of patterns. And you say, what you say? Well, yes, you say. Let me show you what's going on. Every time you see a pattern go to the upside or to the downside, there's going to be some divergence living there. And that's really what the algorithms picked up to create the pattern. That's what created this. That's what made the pattern what it was. It was the divergences. You'd be like, what is he saying? Well, let me start with right here, right off the bat. This was one of the hardest divergences you would ever had to have figured out. But it's always the swing down to the next swing down, which was very steep. And then if we take this swing down to this swing down, it's not nearly as steep as this. And if we connect this all the way down and connect this all the way down, they're going to hit each other right there. And what that does is that creates a divergence pattern, which I know, bam. That's some expert divergence that I would teach my tutoring and my students, like, and really takes you some time to start to figure out. You know, the beginning trader will take some time to pick up on these things. Here again, we have the swing down here. And we could open it up a little bit. And if we go to that same level, we're flatlined here. And again, that was our divergence. That told me that the pattern was probably going to bounce from there. You know, we did get a W and a fake out there. And that was then the another nasty dip on us, right? That's manipulation there because the pattern should have broken up. It was even a bullish pattern there. But anyway, it came down, broke back to the upside again off of what? Bullish divergence yet again. Swing down to swing down. Double bullish, I call it, because it kind of connects Tilbury Hills there. And bam, that's your bottom. So they can fake you out all they want, but the divergence occurs every time. And I use it to my advantage every single time to get in. So bam, bam. So if it's there again, we usually make our way back to the top of the pattern. So let's take a look at what happened on the 30-minute. And what we're going to see is a swing down to swing down here. And a swing up to swing up here. And this is the fundamentals, my friends. The fundamentals. Okay? And that gives the bullish divergence. That look, we bounced off the bullish divergence. The algorithms found it. They took it. And 9 out of 10 times, that's going to break us on out. So now what I'm going to see is, I want to see my support and resistance lines. So I have a candle closing right there. See this? Get rid of this white line, this too. But I have a candle closing there. And I have some candles that bounce right here off support. So if there was strong support here, we broke above this area. So there's like a range in this zone where I see some support and resistance. Let's go back here. We bounce there too. Very interesting. So look, we got a bounce in this on that right there. We got a bounce on it right there. And we're getting a bounce right there. I mean, triple support now that I'm seeing deep when I look deep into the charts. Even here, these candles came up and got rejected. So previous resistance, support, and resistance. This line has been a pretty good battle line for Bitcoin here, this 35K line. And we bounced off it hard, 35K. So 35K support has just held. That's the first thing that we can all say, and we can clap for that. That's the first thing we can all say. Like the news, everyone else, all the other channels, all the other things we're looking at, we need to just focus on our own game, on my game. You know, I'm focused on my game. You guys look at what I'm doing, and if you like how the lifer does it, then we all focus together. Now, Bitcoin's starting to pump above 30. So the call would here, it breaks this line. So I would be buying into Bitcoin right now. Anywhere between 36,000 and 37,000 would be my buy zone. You know, if we flag out here, which it looks like we may because I see the stochastics cooling off. Hopefully we go up and down in here and make a flag, you know, and break to the upside. So that would be my buy zone in here, okay? Stop loss would be the bottom of the pattern here at 35K. You could go a little bottom, 35,000, 34,009 if you want to be crazy, right? And that's the trade right there. So let's see how bad the trade, let's see what the trade looks like. Toba gets rejected, comes down a little bit, and you get in at like 36.5, 36.4, which would be sweet. And you're going to ride it to the top of the pattern, right? Which is just 10% gains. And you're going to risk 3.8%. 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. And that's the trade. Very small trade. You can use $100. Very small leverage. Good morning from Hermosa. Lifer, look at MATIC USDT to break the all-time high soon. Thanks for all you do. Shout out to Crypto Greg with the $20 super chat out of Hermosa Beach, man. And waking up early, man. We know it's 6:52 for you guys in the morning. So much respect for you to wake up at 6:52 a.m. and then to throw me a super chat on top of that. Unbelievable. So here's my trade for Bitcoin. I'm just a pattern trader. I believe if it goes up, and down, it's very simple. I'm like a goldfish. I tell people, think like a goldfish. Just keep it simple. So this is the trade for Bitcoin. You have to use like 3x leverage if, you know, really to make it kind of exciting. But Bitcoin up, let's take a look at BTC up in a second. But that's kind of the trade right here. So what I see happening for Bitcoin. And let's see if it works. Let's set it in stone. We can publish this on my TradingView account. And we'll look at it tomorrow and see how the lifer did. Did I fall on my face? Which is very possible. The trade could go bad. We never know. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but what I'm guaranteeing is the analysis looks sound. The analysis looks very sound to me, and we'll go from there. This is what's called a scalp trade, all right? Sad, when you see me making scalp trades on Bitcoin, you know, we're just trying to get slim pickings for the day. But it's better than nothing is what I'm saying. It's better than nothing. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon. I still love Fridays. I bring it up every time with you guys. I'm like a little kid that got out of school, and Fridays has really been the jam for me. It always has been. All right, so there's Bitcoin Live market analysis right off the bat, right? And guys, we did kind of what we said was going to happen. Remember? We drew this many times, and I said we were in a rising wedge. And I did even said last night the measured move will be down here, right? So, Bitcoin update. Hey, yo, Crypto Lifer, thanks for everything you do. Hermano, you're awesome. Shout out to Joss Boy 168. You're my hermano too, bro. Mucho gusto, man. Fridays are the best. Fridays are awesome, man. I love Fridays. Everyone's more laid back, even at work. Even in New York City. People are chilling on Fridays. Like, I used to love the swing of a New York Friday, man. Everyone knew they were going to go out that night, have a good time. Everyone was relaxed. You walk by, especially on a spring day, you'd walk by all the outdoor bars in Soho or Midtown, wherever you worked, and people would be like, oh. See, that's the thing about New York is there was always someone doing something. Like, you'd get out of work and you look in a restaurant, there's thousands of people at restaurants. There's thousands of people at the park. You're always like, should I be one of those? Should I? It's just like there's so many people doing so many things in New York City at any given moment. Haha, you're the coolest, man. Yeah, yo hablo español, man. Yo estudié español para 6 años en la escuela. Yo no hermoso mucho, but, you know. And yo no comprendo tú hablando muy rápido. You know, you gotta slow it down for para gringo, bro. You know, man. All right, so check it out. Bitcoin USDT on the 30-minute. That's it in a nutshell. But at the end of the day now. Okay, so that was cool. Let's mark that for a second. Hold on. And remember, we made a little pennant. We think it could stay up in there. And it may even begin to break out. But if you can get 36.5, something like that, that could be the call right there. Small Bitcoin scalp. Small Bitcoin scalp right there. Now I want to introduce you to something called BTC Up. If you don't know about it, it's a leverage token, but you don't have to use leverage. You get 3 times the move on Bitcoin. So you just want to see how this is looking. It's bouncing off of divergence. It looks a lot like Bitcoin in a way actually. Yep, and it's ready to go. I mean, it's poised to boom. So if Bitcoin's going to go up on the trade I'm suggesting, it's a high probability you could run this. I mean, technically, this was in a falling wedge, and it broke out, and it's retesting this previous support region here. It's doing the same thing Bitcoin did, though. To me, it's almost like breaking out. It's a little, the pattern's a little different. But yeah, here you would just trade this up here and then same idea. Complete same idea. 10% gains, it's saying. Which is weird because you should get more, but this may break out though when Bitcoin goes sideways, you know. There's less room in this triangle. So BTC up could be the play. Muy bueno, amigo. Darn autocorrect. No doubt, man. Noobs getting rug pulled like war on rugs. I don't listen to the whales. They're spitting that FUD. These moon boys buy ain't try to shill on me. Every day I collect Bitcoin. Every day I collect that. Oh, yeah. Noobs getting rug pulled like war on rugs. I don't listen to the whales. They spitting that FUD. These moon boys buy ish coins and try to shill it on me. Every day I try to collect that BTC. Dope. Autocorrect is a beach. I love that. It's a beach. It's a beach. It's a beach over there. I love that. That's a great way to do that. Hey, man, don't be a beach. Yeah, what do you mean? I'm talking about the beach, the ocean, bro. Don't be a beach. People look at you funny. You be like, man, don't look at me funny. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on into the live. So now, what do I see for Bitcoin in the long run, though? I always give a bigger, you know, longer day prediction. And it's sad because me being a TA guy, to me, all right, now I'm going to delete this TA, all right? We did a lot of work on Bitcoin. We're going to move forward. Yeah, I like CFE pair on Secret Swap could be huge. Check it out. I like what you're saying there. Secret Swap is interesting to me. It really is. Again, that is the right shoulder that everyone was waiting on, which is interesting. So they played right into our hands, which is interesting. They usually do not. That's why I'm wondering. Beach more, worry less. Crypto Greg. I love it. I love it. You got bars. That was Mike Jordan's bars, though. So up, down, up, down. The problem here is, you know, we could do two things. I could try to remain as bullish as possible and say, okay, this was in a rising wedge, falling wedge. This is what we could say. We could say, okay, this was definitely in a falling wedge, okay? And say, okay, yeah, it's in a falling wedge that broke out after being manipulated out of itself numerous times. This is like the best case scenario I can try to make. And it's breaking out, and it's going to continue to break on out. Right? And it's forming a new trend to the upside. Right? And it has what's called a bit of hidden bullish divergence, which is swing up to swing up and swing down to swing down. Tells me that the trend will continue. I'd like to see the hidden bullish on the 4 hour. Not so much. Right? They're basically pretty much the same. But the 4 hour is oversold, which tells us when the 4 hour is getting oversold, remember, that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 16 to 20 hours of pump. So it looks like we're going to get a pump back to at least this high at 40,000, 41,000. And then we're going to see what happens from there. So, you know, did we break out of a falling wedge to the upside? I'm just, you know, or are we stuck inside of this bear pennant? Now, the bearish scenario, this is a bear pennant. And that would give it a bad target because it has a wide back. All right. And that would give us $24,000, $25,000 Bitcoin. Now, this is the highly, in my opinion, which I hate to say, the technical analysis says this is the most likely thing that's going to occur. This is the highest probability, 68% chance that this is what's going to occur. Okay? And I'm just giving it to you the way it's the way I see it as the technical analysis. I don't even like seeing it this way, but honestly, I mean, when we look at the pennant, is it really a falling wedge? I mean, we could say it is right here then. There's another, so you could say this was the falling wedge. We could pull that off. And we could go and say, okay, this is the falling wedge. And it's in a falling wedge like this, and it's going to break to the upside. So there's a, you know, and I can actually, you know what? I didn't look at it that way. I could kind of rock with that. I could rock with that. So I could look at this pattern here. Falling wedge, 68% chance of a break to the upside. Okay. And I could say, okay, that looks somewhat like a falling wedge. I'm with that. And it did just respect the bottom trend line. Okay. Hopefully we can get that buy at 36.5, 36.6, like I was saying. Oversold on the 4 hour tells us that we should get the bounce that should continue to the upside. You want to check that daily. The daily's just crossing that line. I've seen a lot of momentum after we've hit this line. So even though we're getting to the end of our run, it doesn't mean that we can't get a nice boost to the upside here one last time. Still below the 200 in a big way. So we need to get above that 200-day. You can see it's now acting, just like it acts as support when we're above it, it's now acting as resistance when we're below it. This 50-day is still cruising. Remember, if this 50-day comes and decides to cross the 200, that's when I will take a break from the market. At that point, even if it just does a little loop and comes back up, we're going to have a nasty downside. It's getting close. Honestly, it's now crossing other moving averages. It just crossed the 80 and it just crossed the 100. These are not good signs. The 50 is rolling closer to the 200. Now we go to the 4 hour. We already did have our death cross right here. Right? Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Okay? Bam. So, if we don't start seeing a move here, 21 just got above the 50. I'm watching these moving averages very, very closely. If this 21 breaks back down below and the 4 hour moving averages continue to collide down, that will tell us that the 50 will cross the 200. These are forbearing because, like, you'll see it'll happen first. See that right here? The 21 now has crossed more moving averages here on the 30, on the 1 hour, on the 2 hour, and now the 1 hour. See that? It's coming up, wants to cross the other moving averages. The 50, we're about to have a golden cross on the 1 hour. You see this? The 50 wants to come back up. Usually that's the first sign that good things will happen. So I want to see the 50. So I'm watching the moving average on the 1 hour because they tell me what's going to happen on further moving averages. This is very insightful. This is some deep knowledge that you want to keep with you guys. This is really important. Also, price starts to get bullish and break to the upside when the moving averages get very close. So look, the moving averages are getting very tight right now. That's one suggestion that Bitcoin could be breaking up out of this pattern. So bearish scenario, back to 25K. Bullish scenario is we break on out. And we break through that high there. And we get to about 52K. That's about those are my two hypotheses based off of what's going on. And we're going to wedge up in here and we're going to see what happens. We break this bottom trend line. 68% chance we go all the way to 24K. You know, that's it. That's the measured move. We break the top 10 trend line, we can get back up into the 50s and start beginning to recover. So this weekend is kind of sad that this is the weekend with low liquidity and nasty bears, right? Hopefully we can make it through this weekend, and by Monday, Tuesday, we can begin to break up out of this pattern. But that's really, you should draw this pattern yourself. This is going to be make or break for Bitcoin right here. This is it. This is it. So this is why we spend this much time analyzing Bitcoin, because we get to the bottom of it, right? We did this. It took about 9:30 the show began with a little bit of intro and high and the highs and all that fun stuff. It's 10:06 now, right? So that's about 30 minutes straight of kind of really analyzing Bitcoin. We threw some other coins in at the beginning. So about 20, 25 minutes straight. And I think we have a handle on it now, in my opinion. And we even have a temporary trade, right? So there's our idea for Bitcoin, all right? Is there a blood diamond on the 12-hour? I'm sticking with my Bitcoin outlook. Nikki by the dips. Beach more, worry less. You got bars. Major crunch time for Bitcoin. It really is. Hey, Lifer, can we access the glass nose profit and loss? The glass node. Insight, it was down. Is Bitcoin going down or up? Fooly Hitlicks. Kind of like that name, even though we just went over it. Run it back. What's with the weekends? The weekend is low liquidity. V-shaped recovery. I mean, so far so good. We got to get bigger, though. We got to get bigger. But at least we consolidated. I mean, the pain has stopped for now. We are in an uptrend. It's another thing. We don't want to break this trend line here. I'll put an alert here. We do not want to break that trend line. That's an important trend line. So there's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Let's take a look at ETH. Last I saw 2,500 ETH, man. It's following Bitcoin pretty closely. I mean, Bitcoin breaks, it looks like ETH will break. They're in almost the exact same pattern to begin with, right? Only thing is ETH is actually further up towards the top of the pattern. ETH could be in this pattern here, though. ETH could just be more aggressively breaking out. But there it is. Yeah, same pattern. And it's got to wedge its way in there, and we're going to find out. One good thing about ETH, though, 1 hour, yeah, we're getting the golden cross there. See? The 50-day did just cross the 200. It's looping, but it started to cross. That's a good sign. It's a really good sign. And let's see, we're getting a curve here, suggesting that this wants to turn to the upside. It's another good sign that the alts may want to come beat up on Bitcoin. We'll see. But right now, that's a great sign. This 50 curving, okay? And let's see the daily. Now, the daily, the price is above. See, the ETH is doing way better than Bitcoin. Price bounced off the 200-day moving average. It's still in the ribbons, technically, right? If you put EMA ribbons on. So, you know, last week dip was scary. Very scary. Yeah. Do you expect a dip over the weekend? I mean, ETH is getting wrecked. ETH's not too bad. So we're going to watch ETH right here, too. It's running out of room. But on the daily, it's about to rip. ETH looks like the trade right now. Let's take a look at the ETH BTC trade. ETH is in a healthier position than Bitcoin right now, which suggests that an ETH Bitcoin trade would be pretty nice. So what do we see here? It's a definite trend line right there, right? At the top. So looks like it wants to come back down here on the daily, just for now, back to 0.59. So Bitcoin looks like it's going to pump. That kind of suggests that Bitcoin's going to have a nice pump. ETH is going to settle off, down 15%. But then it's going to square off here, and it's going to be the trade in like a week. So I'm going to watch this trade really closely My buy zone will be down here at the bottom of the pattern. This might kind of curve like this and give us some love, right? So that's what I'm looking at right now for the ETH BTC trade. I'm going to watch it only on the daily. I'm not going to look at other time frames. You know, you want to pick one time frame and trade. I'm going to trade this on the daily. So I'm going to be using the daily as my go-to. Okay? Once I know where the daily's at, like if I see the daily curve back down and things start to make sense, I'll go to a smaller time frame just to perfect my buy. Just to perfect my buy. The 4 hour suggests that we may want to just cut this off. 4 hour, just I'm looking at it because it wants to push. Wants to push to the upside. So if that is the case, you know, I may want to do this. And I don't suggesting cutting things off unless you're more experienced and you've seen things like that. That could be the V-shaped recovery back into the pattern. And this could be the pattern near the bottom because we are on the, you know, that's interesting. That's interesting. So 2 ideas. Do we come back down on the daily or are we going to pump? Right now, the 4 hour suggests we pump. And the 1 hour has some momentum. So we see what kind of shape do we see on the 1 hour now? That's pretty interesting. Looks like it'll wedge its way down in here. I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite jams. I love this jam right here. Running out of room and then bouncing to the upside. But looks like it'll still come to the bottom of this pattern that I'm suggesting here. So I think it's still got room to move. But this is, I think this trade is going to open up soon. ETH BTC. So I want to put that on your radar. Let's get into XRP ETH. That's something we keep looking at. So we beat up on Bitcoin with ETH, and can we beat up Bitcoin with ETH? Can we beat up on ETH with XRP? I love watching the show. I love buying crypto. Lifer is my teacher, and we getting that dough. TA every day, and we doing it right. For all you viewers out there, hitting them likes. I love it, man. I love it. I watch the show, and I love buying crypto. Lifer is my teacher, and we love getting that dough. TA every day, we doing it right. For all the viewers out there, start hitting them likes. I love it. I love it. I love it. So look at this. This is a cup and handle for XRP ETH, man. I mean, this is getting ready to blast. I still have the trade, and the trade's still open. 153% gains, XRP ETH. So the whole market. Another cool thing about trading pairs like this, trading two altcoin pairs against each other, is the whole market could be in shambles. Anything could be happening. As long as you're focused on what you want to do, you can get your trade in. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can nail your trade. So I just want to put that out there for everybody. You know, that's an important thing to see, an important message to look at too. Like, so XRP ETH, man, breaking up, going 153% gains. That's a trade I'm really looking at. I like what I'm seeing here, right? I like what we're seeing. XRP ETH, another trade up in the game. What do you think about BNB right now, bro? Thoughts on Pawn token? Watch the charts. This happens every weekend. I think I got killed in a bear trap. I can't believe how fast everything shot straight up. I'm still trying to learn how and when to take profits. In 15 minutes, I was way ahead. 50% more, and now I'm minus. Yeah, but I would like to, yeah, you were trading futures, it sounds like, man. Yo, Crypto, would you be able to do a shallow splash into Bunny? Josh Boy 168. Last week's dip was scary, huh? Do you expect a dip over the weekend? V-shaped recovery will help. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. A shallow splash into Bunny. I mean, we like Bunny here. We were into Bunny for a long time. Sad what happened to Bunny, honestly. The exploit. And another exploit with Burger today. You know, it's putting a bad name to BSC. It's putting a bad name to BSC. It's making me wonder, did ETH send people out to BSC? Could it be ETH hackers destroying the BSC network? I don't know. I'm just wondering. You know, I'm creating FUD right now, but you never know. You never know. These are crazy ideas, crazy thought process. You know, you never know. But it is sad what's going on. Burger fell off, right? That's something that started to happen too. So, what do you think about BNB, bro? Let's take a look at BNB. But XRP ETH, man, that's a trade that's looking pretty ripe. If you like your ETH, you want to make your ETH, XRP ETH looks ripe, ready to rock, right? So $338 for BNB. I mean, holding a very nice, strong level. But it's really like, it's all up to big Bitcoin. It really is. It really is. And I'll tell you what, man. Top 5 reasons why I would never sell my Bitcoin right there in the channel today, right? I'll tell you why. Number 1, because it's going to be halved in 2024, and I cannot wait to see the scarcity of Bitcoin in 2024. It'll be twice as hard to get as the Bitcoin you can get now. It won't be. It won't be on exchanges. It won't be as easy to trade BNB pairs. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be the same. And then 2028, which honestly, the older I get, like 8 years is going to fly. It's going to be 8 years, boom. I'm going to be 45 years old with that 4.5, you know. And what do you think about Frank? Will it go up again? I'm not a huge fan of the idea of like what Frank will do. Just more having fun with playing with that farm, you know, and just put a few $100 in it and play with the farm. So I'm not stressing Frank at all. I don't really even check it that much. The idea of the video that I made about Frank was really not to be like, hey, buy Frank immediately right now. I think Frank's the greatest thing on earth. It was more to show you that I think Fantom is a great thing. And there's going to be more and more farms coming out on Fantom sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? What is the difference between Frank BTC versus Frank Fantom? One is 9, one is 2.5. It really, I mean, they're both, one's priced in BNB and one's priced in Fantom. So if Fantom goes up, then Frank will be worth more. But if BNB goes up, then you get what I'm saying? They're both priced in the other asset. So Fantom has to go up for Frank to go up, you know? If Fantom bangs out all the way to do $1, $2 in the next 2-3 months, Frank will go up a lot. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of the idea. The idea with Frank is to buy in now, like 2.5, buy in now for a little bit of money, $40-$50, and just see how much you can harvest it. You can turn it into $80 and get out. You know, it's just quick harvesting, man. What about TCAKE for really cheap? Yeah, TCAKE took a hit too. Thoughts on Pawn token? All the little tokens that most people didn't know about, they're taking a hit right now. The market needs to recover into the big cap, low cap gems. You know, big cap has to recover first, and then people can start getting comfortable. Right now, those low cap gems, no one even knows about it anymore. They're not on the radar. You don't people bombarding us. It's not the same market. Things have slowed down. You have to kind of reassess what's going on in the market at any given time. SYA, Peaches. The devs created these swaps and needed to add more security to their code. I agree. If you want to enjoy a good laugh, check the video out. 2 minutes long and a zero-course language. Just for a little fun. Josh Boy. I have no idea what he's talking about. I have no idea what video he means. Follow me on Twitter. Shout out to all the super chats. Thank you for all the love, man. Much respect. Shout out to all the likes, man. Thank you for all the likes I got today. 77 likes. Appreciate you guys. Okay. I still think Enjin Coin, anything between $1.30 and $1.60 is a steal. This is going to be a $10 coin. It's going to boom up. Once the market moves, this is probably going to be one of the first movers. Remember which coins moved the fastest at the beginning of all this? Those are the coins that are going to move again. I'm telling you right now. Those are the coins that are going to boom up and blast off. They are. So you kind of want to keep that on your radar. You want to remember that. That's something you want to have in your mind because remember, this coin was one of that. Remember 39 cents all the way to $2, $2.50. This thing exploded, right? If you can get back in the pattern and do its thing, right? And now look, they're in falling wedges that are beginning to break out. That's a trend line that it's breaking through. Purely a breakthrough of the trend line. So just because the whole market's scared and everyone's worried about Bitcoin, we can't forget fundamentals. That's a breakout of the trend line, right? Let's go to the 30-minute. Do we have, candles closing. All right, we're back into the trend. So we got to get back above the trend line, in my opinion. 30-minute showed us a little more insight into what's going on inside the pattern. It's another reason why smaller time frames are cool, even if you don't even look at the time frame per se, like the instruments. Like, you know, you're not looking at the oscillators, MACD, or any of that. Just even to perfect your pattern, to make sure the pattern is clean. You know, that's all you want to do. Nick, buy the dips. Likes. Love, man. Thank you very much, man. Much respect, bro. 79 times 50. Also, all right. He's funny. He did the $20. Buy SVA. Save your assets. Buy. Save your assets. All right, man. Thank you. Can we get a mod on that in a second, man, guys? Appreciate that. Can we get a mod on that? Kevin Tam, are you out there? Anybody out there? Review SYA, please. Only with a super chat now. The way you guys are coming hard, I got to hold back now. my mask off because I'm going to do a total at the end. You're funny, man. Thank you to the mods out there. Thank you to the mods. Appreciate that. Aave is also kind of an indicator to me in the market. Like whatever Aave's doing, I like to check up on Aave. Now, kind of an extended cup and handle there. Funny, it was in this beautiful channel. Look at that. Look at that channel that it was really respecting. But you can't say that's not a beautiful cup and handle right there. I mean, it's a cup and handle. Clearly. Aave. You don't want to see this big boy in a cup and handle. Aave in a cup and handle. I mean, that's interesting, right? Because Aave is a heavyweight in the game. So does it come back down here and retest 188? And one more dump? Tom Crew, hey Lifer, can you do a deep dive into the project of TA of SBA, please? I DM'd you with the details last night. Love what you were doing for the community, bro. Oh yeah, that was you who DM'd me that? I remember this now. And you were like, go over this and I'll super chat you later on in the. All right, cool, man. Let me see what's going on. Hey man, a $20 super chat. He paid his way in, right? I'm a cheap date. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much respect to you, man. Thank you very much. Anyone who super chats me, I really respect it. I mean, I respect the likes. I respect the love. I respect you guys just being here with your time, honestly. So then the fact that you would go even further and hit the chats up, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's where it like just really, really gets my goat, man. All right, so there we go. Bouncing off support right there. All right. Bouncing off support, which is really nice, you know, and we hit the support numerous times. Let's see how many times we've hit this. I mean, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit of a triple bottom, quadruple bottom at this point. So retesting. So it doesn't like to break 300. Seems like there's a lot of orders stacked at 300. Let's take a look at the VPVR on that. I mean, right there we have orders stacked at 389. So people about to sell at 389. Yeah, the most orders are stacked right around, and then some 467 as well. Interesting. Visible range. So it looks like the next stack is 466. We should have a pullback. It's telling us that Aave wants to rip, right? Up to at least 400. Up to at least 400. Up to that. That's the next place right there. You can put a resistance line right there on the VPVR. I mean, it's telling you. Holding you down. The Bog token runs the Bog charts. Thought you may have some. Yeah, we love Bog token, man. Getting it around $5 was the word though. Ever since then, it's been on a run. And it's a little high. Let's take a look at Save Your Assets. Save Your Assets. Funny. It's a deflationary token. I feel like it's going to be one of these like $1 million market supplies. I'm getting tired of these guys. Thank you for the super chat. I respect it, but this. All right, let's see. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. They're gonna say it's rug pull, blah blah blah. I mean, I get it. It's worth 0.003979. Is a humanizing crypto whilst empowering the creator community. Buy SVA. Join Telegram. 2,000 holders. Hey, Lifer, thanks for helping this new investor. All your tips are fire. I'm in HOTCROSS. Should I buy in more or pull out or hodl? Jonathan Pena. Give me a second, Jonathan. We'll get to your HOTCROSS question in a second. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Much respect to you, man. Thank you so much. Much respect to you, man. SVA holders, 22,000. Market cap, 18 million. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, that's a lot of holders. All right. See what's up with the Telegram. Over 22,000, 9,000 people in the Telegram. All right, save your assets. Pretty interesting. Ball got flash loan, and they are making a 2.0 version, airdropping all holders. Damn, man. Enough and enough, man. You'd think they all used the same exploit and didn't change it in the back end. That's what happened. They all took the same exploit. On each transaction, XVA applies a 10% tax. This is used to distribute the rewards. 2% instant boost, 2% community boost is reserved accumulated for the SVA holders and unlocked when the community achieves milestones. Oh, it's a nice little boost. And they automatically receive SVAs every time a trade is made, proportionally to the percentage held. 2%. Interesting. So you get 2% on what you hold every time a trade is made. And then 1% charity donation, which is pretty cool. That's interesting. Okay. Instant burn. 2% will be burned instantly, thus decreasing the total supply, whilst increasing the value of each one. Liquidity pool and marketing wallet. Okay. Humanizing crypto. Introducing SVR radar. Crypto is 21 cumbersome. It's slow, unclear, and not user-friendly. We are here to change that. Introducing SVA radar, our first attempt to humanize crypto. With SVA radar, you can track your bag, market cap, and number of holders in real time. See community boosts in all your trades. No more switching between ESC scan, PancakeSwap. I mean, that's legit. I'll take that. They did something better than most right there. You got to hand them that. And they're trying to win me over because I'm already against these little tiny coins. So, SVA roadmap. Building the foundation, amount of SVA you hold, market cap, right? Charts, buy and sell indicator, price calculation. Save your pancake. Save all PCS user-friendly from crying. Swap any token on BSC. Buy back SVA from the TX fee. No more slippage, gas fees, failed transactions. Airdrop contest by using SVP. Funding the emerging creative class. Integrating SVA into the Flows utility. Oh, yeah, Flows is like a coin. Yeah, I've seen that, right? Or no, I don't know if I think I might get that with FIOS. Building proprietary infrastructure. SVA wallet. Step 2, human stock market. And blur it out, right? So the master plan, we're unique. We are the creators. We are the future of work. Founder and CEO of Flows and SVA. I have a strong conviction and believe that globalization in combination with the rise of social media and automation will dramatically change the future of work in the next decade to come. I believe that most 9-to-5s will become a commodity. Peach Drift is SVA first augmented reality game. We're changing how airdrops work forever. Beat your high score of 29.83. Peach Drift. That's why he was showing all those peaches. Cherry Friday, a donation every month. Grassroots Economic. Viva con Agua. World Hunger. Okay. The people behind it. Marcelo Ardizione. Okay. Blockchain developer. June Hofflich. Florian Foll. Nico Esler. Full stack developer. Ruggero Chino. Isn't that kind of funny? Like his name is rug like a rug pull. Is that like they're trying to tell us something? Ruggero Chino. I just think that's interesting. I know I'm crazy, but look, I see rug pull your money. 5 rugs. Francino. I don't know. I'm being rude, but 5 rugs, man. I don't know. Like Marco, Cinco de Mayo, rug Cinco. I see. SVA has a real use case. Nikki got paid today. Nikki bought the dips random. I've done one-on-ones with you for TA, but what's your thoughts on doing a stream one-on-one with my son to teach him how to learn and stream? I mean, if that's what he wants, I'll teach him whatever he wants, man. I guess. Bog got flash loan, and they are making 2.0 version and airdropping all the holders. SVA looks like but it's really not like the others, man. It could be, man. Funny, man. I mean, it's cool, I guess, in a way. It just takes me a long time, man. It's so many of these. Connect to the wallet, explore SVA, 70 bloody zeros, and then 370 market cap. And that's 1.2% down compared to yesterday. Connect your wallet and be one of the 2,000 holders. Juicy rewards will be paid out once we hit our community goals. And they're very close. Save Your Pancake will be a user-friendly pancake swap, and Flows is a way pay and receive money from the gig. So it pumped, it double bottomed, it broke back up. I mean, to me, it's still in a downtrend, right? Let's do the TA on it. That's what people love about me is like, I'll do the TA no matter what. And they know, oh, well, he's... See, that's a good thing about being a TA channel. The channels that aren't TA channels, they can shill stuff because they can hide behind like they can just kind of shill. But I have to do the TA, right? So right now it's respecting this previous point. I mean, that was the high right there, and it came back down and bounced off support. That would be where you want to buy off the bounce off previous support, honestly. TA-wise, it's not too bad. Market cap 37 million and growing. Interesting. Came out with. Is this you guys? Are you the devs that dumped on everybody? Bam. And you didn't have the patience to get into the 10x. Let's see what they had. Let's see how much they wanted to make. Yeah, they only waited for the 3x. You know, come on, man. You know us degenerates wait for the 10x, so you know that's a dev rug pull, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm a little biased right now. I have to be won over. I'm gonna watch this for a while, but I'm not won by it. I appreciate the super chat 100%, but just because you paid me, I can't say that I'm loving it. You know, and I hope you can respect me for that at least. I still gotta watch this thing, and maybe it is the real deal, and I'm gonna miss out, and that's very I'm very skeptical and risk adverse. So, you know. I also have a lot of people watching me that I respect and love, and I don't just kind of dive into stuff for that reason. If I jump into that right now, a few hundred people might buy it immediately, and then that's on me. And so I got to be careful with what I do because that's a responsibility I have as a crypto lifer, having a trading group. Like, I'm not just a channel, I'm a trading group as well. And because of that, I have to watch everything I do and be really, 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 really watchful of what I'm looking at. But I really appreciate you bringing that to our attention. We're going to keep looking at it. Check Lemine, CEO in Forbes Top 30. Love SVA. Enrico Antonio Maisto, 50% burn. Market cap is 50%. Remember when you said you were going halvesy on all the super chats with me? Look at this. Looks like a very good project. Can you please check the team? Also, who is the people behind the project? Just like the name, Bernie Madoff. He made off with everybody's money. Save Your Pancakes will be a user-friendly pancake swap and flows. Just like the name Bernie Madoff. It's just funny that his name was Ruggiero. I mean, they should change his name. Because to me, I just see the name Rug in there, and it's like, whoa. Is he rug pulling me? Anyway, so let's take a look at this now. Stacks, block stacks. Had a bit of movement yesterday. Had a big pump the other day. Look at that. Pumped up. Came back down. It's in that inverted head and shoulder a bit, though. Let's see what's up here. I mean, still a little bit of a head and shoulder pattern. Could be done. Could want a little more. We'll see. Changing it up. Interesting. I don't know. STX. Bounce. I believe it makes it back to the top of the pattern, at least. Slowly. Something like this and starts to respect this trend line. In the support region here. Music's killing my vibe. Out of nowhere, it just like changed. Like the vibe was dope and the music got a little, I don't know. This is more what I'm saying. I like this. This wasn't the same music. Man, you're a joke. You said that the devs dumped SVA without even knowing that the dev wallet is intact. An idiot. I'm going to show this too. Look. I didn't say the devs did it. I said I didn't know. I said I didn't know. I said it looked possible. And the only reason I'm saying that is usually people do a 10x in this. And the fact that only 3x is making me wonder who sold early. I'm going to put his chat out there. Man, you're a joke. You said that the devs dumped SVA without even knowing that the dev wallet is intact. Idiot. Wow, you made fun of a project because you don't like a guy's name. Wow, you're such a great addition to the community. Thanks, dude. I didn't make fun of his name, dude. I just told you that my instinct saw the name Ruggiero and I got nervous. I don't know. I'm being honest. Get that dude out of here with the negativity and the hate. Shillers. Yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't like what I don't know. I was just, honestly, I just said what I saw. I wasn't even being negative. Like, I was being so honest. Like, I was like, this is what I think. Next week, I might like the project. I might get in. I don't know. I'm going to watch it. This is the first time I heard about it. I'm pretty skeptical when I first hear about something. So I don't just, like, jump on it immediately. So I'm sorry you couldn't pay your way into my love. But, people act like you got to be sold on a coin you never heard of. It's pretty weird, but it is what it is, man. You guys see the abuse I take, man. I take a lot of abuse. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm the Crypto Lifer. 110 people watching, 86 likes. Just can we get the likes up to the watches? That's all I ask. Try not to say it much anymore. People act like you got to be so sold on a coin you never heard of, right? Get real. They start hating. Yeah. Doesn't he know this is a lifer cult following? Yeah, that's him. 86. Yeah, I know, 86. Ruggiero seems pissed. Take that project over to the Expert Cryptos channel. That's funny, man. Expert Crypto. That's what I'm saying. How does that do? How does people get that many views? I guess, you know what? When you show Gar, I don't know what it is. Shout out to everyone out there. Peachtree Shillers. I love it. Yo, he's mad funny. Yo, Crypto Greg, man, you should do stand-up, man. Many times you drop some funny stuff on the channel, man. You should do some stand-up. For real, Ruggiero single rug. Why would be careful? What from a coin from a guy? This ain't BitBoy Shills 2.0, man. Buying typo, man. Defensive. Why so rug mugs? You guys are killing me right now, man. You guys are killing me, man. MATIC to the moon. Let's take a look at MATIC. For Crypto Greg, man. He asked with the $20 super chat way before all this nonsense occurred. Hey, more people know about their coin, right? Good publicity is bad, whatever, right? All right. So, look, MATIC is kind of doing its thing. Look, I basically predicted up here it would make a right shoulder, and it did. So far, so good. Another thing, right, is the 200-day near the bottom of the pattern. That's what we always talk about, and yes, it is. It's beautifully beneath the bottom of the pattern. So, MATIC. Nice time to buy MATIC on that bounce there at 162. Can you believe that? 162 for MATIC. Oversold on the 4-hour. Ready to rock. Let's look at that daily. Daily has the room. Let's look at that 1 hour. 1 hour is pumping with the movement. So, 200-day moving average moving through the pattern. I talk about that. Also, what do I talk about? When the moving averages get really tight. Look, they're going to get tight up, down. I feel like they're going to start getting tight right around here. I think these are lows. These are good prices to get in to MATIC right here. For another boom all the way up to about $5.25 for MATIC. Bam. Bam. Let's look at MATIC BTC as well. When are we going to start Crypto Lifer staking pools? Soon, man. Let's get it done now. I'll do an ADA staking pool. Who wants to start an ADA staking pool with me? I got a bunch of ADA. Save your rugs. We can start your own coin. Can we start our own coin? Yeah. One look at SVA page and what they are preparing. A layer above Pancake without slippage and gas fees should change your mind. Just look at the official site, man. No, it looks cool. I think you might have something. You might be onto something. I've never said you weren't. That's the idea, guys. Like, let's do ADA. I got an ADA staking pool. Let's start an ADA staking pool right now. So check it out. If you want to join an ADA staking pool, please at Jesse B. Jesse Jungle. He's right there. And he's going to organize the ADA staking pool. Right, Jesse? Thanks, Jesse, for volunteering. You're the man, dude. And let's start an ADA staking pool. Let's do it. Get your dataless wallets up. Get your ish up. Get it going. This trade's still viable. Stop loss was down here. Trade's still open, right, for a break to the upside. So Let's reassess. Let's reassess this. Let's reassess. Okay, so what happened was MATIC flagged. MATIC flagged like so. And did a falling wedge. Okay. We pull a Fibonacci on that as well. Sorry guys, this music is weird. Like it's one time it's EDM and then another time that's not. Like that wasn't EDM to me. But anyway. Lifer, Ada Pool, C. Ada Pool, cool. Yeah, Nick by the dips. Work with Jesse, man. Sir, got you. Do what? We're going to start Jasol, Jesse B, and Nick by the dips. They all want to start an ADA staking pool. So I want to start one. Good morning, Lifer fam. Shout out to the 333 from Tenacious Tim at 7:41 a.m. Hey, that's about when I wake up too, so I can't hate. I can't hate on like that's when you join the stream because that's when I wake up. Like, so how could I tell someone, hey, well, you should be up at like 6:30 in the morning like me, bro? Because that's just not true. So look, I see MATIC breaking on out and getting up here to a new high. From 52 stats right here. And remember, I got in and I got stopped out a little lower than that, a little higher than that. So I like what we're seeing here for the MATIC BTC trade. So the 1 hour's in our favor, got momentum, 4 hours ready to rock, and so was the daily. MATIC BTC, man. MATIC BTC. I think we could get some sideways action or up and down, and then MATIC can just continue to rip. So it all depends on how hard BTC rips, but I like what we're seeing here. And MATIC breaks this all-time high here. It's going to be back in price discovery. All right? Back in price discovery. So there's an idea for MATIC. And then we're also going to pull a Fibonacci the other way and see what we got going on. All right, we see some 618s up here too. That kind of coincides exactly with my target here, which would be about 9,000 sats, right? And then we have another one up here at 1,300 sats. So these are the orders. $3 a.m. here in New Zealand. Wow, man. We set alarms here on the West Coast to hop on. It's worth it. Man, I'm up at 6 drinking my water, doing my push-ups. Drinking my water, doing my push-ups. So I like what we're seeing here, man. A lot of movement here for MATIC. Lack of bullish momentum there. Falling volume with falling price. See that? Tells me we should have a reversal to the upside. We're respecting Fibonacci levels. I like what's going on here for MATIC. I really do. Yeah, I like what we see here. I like what we see here. So MATIC BTC. MATIC BTC. I'm going to begin to ladder in yet again. Yet again. Would have liked the dip in the middle of the, like this morning when it bounced hard right at the beginning, right when I started to hit the live button. So we're going to go in for about 50%, 0.04 limit order here. And I'm going to play that limit 52.60, 69, baby. Okay. That profit and the stop loss. So now if we get rocked and Bitcoin dumps and we break through this Fibonacci level, 44.99, let's see. We're already up here. We go back to the 618. I could use the 618 as support or resistance, right? Which was 5,000 sats. Right? Which would be, let's see here. Stop loss could be 4% at 55 for, you know. I'll go 55,000 even. 5% stop loss. Now, what I want to get in, I want to ride this all the way up to the target. My target's 8,350 sats, so I'll go to 8,000 sats. Okay? Make 51% gains on the game, all right? On my Bitcoin here. So let's see. Yeah, that's about right. 62% it says. It's 5260, 5251 right now. So let me change that order. I'm going to go to 5100 then. Try to catch it on the low. All right. Changes the parameters a little bit. Make sure everything's right. And make sure this stuff is right. Because, you know, it's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. I want 4 zeros up in the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. 50% stop loss. Now the stop loss too close now. So look. Still, stop loss should be like 40. Let's zoom in. I want to be below the 618. I want to use that as support. So 49, 44. All right. So I could even go to 4,800. That's all right. All right. And I'll risk 5.8% to gain 50. That's a 10-to-1 risk reward ratio. That's what you're trying to do. All right. Now, I may not get 51. May play 5,200. Change my stop loss a little bit, though. You see that? 48.75. We'll shave. And there you go. I'm going to create that trade now. MATIC BTC. All right. So that's a trade right there. And I put that out. Bam. MATIC BTC. All right. Getting rejected, but big candle. Big candle, big volume. Big play, big move. Ooh, starting to move now. 52.85. Now I look for a smaller time frame where we're going to cool off. Yeah, 30 minutes a little high. Looks like we can come back down. Touch the 21 right there, retest at 5,100. So hopefully I'll get filled and we'll go from there. Shout out to all my lifers, everyone on the live stream. That's a live trade I just made. You won't see many live trades. I don't see I don't see Tom Crown doing it. I don't see Mitch Ray doing it. I've never seen Wendy O do it. I've never seen these people do a live trade. I mean, they're awesome people. I love them all. I haven't seen the live trade action from most of these YouTubers. I just don't see it. To see me actually put my money down and see how much, and I'm putting 2, 3 grand down, 4 grand down, 5 grand down, 10 grand down. That's the case, right? All right. Little break in the music there. Pretty funny. Funny. Polygon. PolyHawk Finance. So there's so many of these now. This just came out. $42. Damn. 37 value locked. I mean, yield farming starts in 2 hours. Interesting. Watch these, though. These are really shady, man. You got to be careful with a lot of the stuff. I don't like to promote it too much unless you're just, you know how to play them and you know what it is. So if you're a beginner, ask around what a yield farm is. Use $20, $30 in these very small amounts. Be careful. PolyHawk, though. I mean, this is just like PancakeSwap. You're going to get so many of these now on the MATIC network, right? So, anyone in Spooky or Zoo yet? Not yet. Anyone see KuCoin? What KuCoin did yesterday? Crazy. KuCoin. Man, you guys are nuts. Degens, man. Degens. I never said any of them do it, but you farm. You're a real one. Frank went down big time. Yeah, Mitch Ray makes live condescending remarks. All right, is it late in Australia right now? Going to bed. Much love, everybody. Thanks for everything you do. Shout out to Josh Boy, man. Thank you very much for being on the live. Hey, man, what indicators do you use? Yeah, right, get real. So many swaps and farms for real. No impermanent loss before farming. Yeah, you got to know what you're doing if you want to get into the farm. And even that, you just got to know how they work and how they move, how they work against you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Bam. So, Frank, man, collapsing. And then my video's out there. But you know what? My video is more about how to use blockchain. It's not more about how to buy Frank. Like, it wasn't like Frank is going to be the hottest thing to buy right now. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, even the video says Fantom. It doesn't say Frank. Like, it doesn't really focus on the Frank idea. It's more the idea that, I guess, I'm shilling Frank a little bit, but I'm just saying, hey, look at what's happening on Fantom. They're starting to make farms just like PancakeSwap. And if you want to get into a farm on Fantom, this is how you would do it, right? That's kind of more of what the video was more about. I actually was more excited about interacting with the chain than anything else. Look, 52.99 now. MATIC's starting to flag out here. Interesting. It's getting me to FOMO in, dude. Look, 53.05 now. This is what happens, and then you FOMO in. Let's let this come down. 15 minutes got to come down. I'm not going to FOMO in. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to take a deep breath and walk away, but my order's waiting, man. I like what we're seeing here from MATIC BTC. I really do. When I'm up in the gains. Hey, man, scared money does not make money, but that is an uptrend to me. I mean, that's a beautiful uptrend in the 15-minute. Look at that. Especially if it puts in a higher. It keeps putting in higher lows. You just got to break this higher high. We break this higher high. So we break 6,000 sats. It's a wrap. It bounces off that, and we're gone. That's also a fib level, and we're ready to rock. So I love it, man. RSI, Stoke RSI, MACD, CBC, EMA. Get in at the bottom. Yeah, all right, let's late. Yeah, it is late in Australia, 3 a.m., man. Much respect to you for being here. Spending your most precious asset with me and your sleeping asset. Yeah, hidden secrets of money, man. Unbelievable. I love you guys for talking about that in the channel today. Yeah. Have a look at TCAKE, please. TCAKE, man. Back to TCAKE. I think it tanked all the way to like $2 or something, right? Sad, man. But you know what? I just have faith that the whole market's either going to come back or it's not. Right? We're going to see a move or we're not. So these are going to be just like, these are going to be like a forgotten tool. Like we'll never even know what this was. It will be just some forgotten coin or it's going to move, you know. There was our first initial come up. We got into this thing and bam, look. I ended up making 138% gains on TCAKE. Even more because we got in before that. We got in like right here at the very, very, very beginning. You know, 197. It was all gravy. It was all good just a week ago. Remember that? Remember when the market was awesome and everything was... Maybe when we were making money hand over fist? You guys remember that, don't you? It was insane. No, it really was real, guys. No, real. Guys like, no, it wasn't. That was all a dream. It felt like a dream. It was insane. Every night was just insane. The money flying in every single night was just... sad how money makes you feel alive, but it's crazy, man. You start thinking, well, dude, I can go where I want. I can fly where I want. I can get my mom that car she always wanted. I can help my mom and dad. You know, you start thinking so much about so many things, you know. I believe this could break back out and start to recover, though. TCAKE, it's oversold, ready to rock, man. How much more down can it go, in my opinion? So that's my idea for TCAKE. Not much more to look at. It's in the dumps, you know. AMC squeeze. You guys are going to make me look at the AMC squeeze. I don't mind doing stocks. You know, I gave you guys a few stocks the other day. What stock were we looking at recently? We talked about a gold trade. You know, someone was saying today why it couldn't go to $40. You know, AMC, look, bouncing off the 15-minute 21-day moving average, right? And now it's resetting. It's oversold. That's ready to rock to me. So, look, you go to like maybe even the 7-minute, try to gain. Yeah, so the 7-minute. Look at the gaps in the stock market, though. What's up with that? What's up with the gap in orders? But yeah, look at that. Boom. And then you get your measured move. Do the same thing you can do in the stock market. Tells us we're going up to like 38 for the day, at least on the 15-minute. And what? It's 10:55. I mean, they got all day to pump this thing. So, yeah. Daily's oversold, double topping out. So, you know, if you're not taking profits soon, you're a fool. If by the end of today you don't take profits on this, you're a fool. So remember that I said that. If you don't take profits today, you're a fool. You're so far from the 21 day. You're extremely oversold on the stochastics RSI. Like, if you don't take profits today, this thing just went from $10. This thing just did a 200% since May 13th. You be working Bruce Wayne trades. LOL. Keep up the good work. I've learned from y'all conversations. AMC wanted more. Yeah, seems like ages ago. It does, right? Think about everything but taking profits. Think about everything but taking profit. Dope. Mike Jordan never got in myself. Go ahead and eat, my brother. Hey, always enjoy your streams. Looking forward to a future tutoring session. Shout out to Ahmad Quasi, man. Thanks so much for that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, I sent the payment. Excellent. I've been looking at Troy BTC. Fell out of my buy zone, but once it gets back in there, I'm telling you, man, once it gets back in there, that's going to be the move. So watch Troy BTC, cup and handle. Look at it. Just got to break above this trend line, get back above the 200-day moving average. So I got a trade open for this. I like what we're seeing. I could see some 146% gains out of Troy BTC. So don't sleep right now. This is when you really want to capture. I've learned this now. They scare us out of these moments because they got us so focused on everything else. We're not focused on the move at hand. Be on the lookout for the Crypto Lifer book series during the bear market. It will be, yeah, we're going to have it. No, it's going to be called The Art of the Hold. Always enjoy your streams. Looking forward to a future tutoring session. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. Audio books, too. On audio. Get the audiobook live on Amazon. On Amazon Books. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, man. I really appreciate it, guys. It's your time, guys, and thank you very much. Without your time, I got no time. We got nothing. I can't make it happen. So thank you very, very much. Can you please take a look and add me to a relevant idea? Yes. Troy BTC pumping. Get back in there. 26 Satoshi, man. Think about that. This makes a tiny move and goes all the way up to 100 Satoshi. I mean, funny, that says 95, but that looks like you'd make more. Well, actually, oh yeah, it's not where we're at right now. But let's take a look. I mean, it's 25 Satoshi. You're going to make 400% gains. I mean, 269%. Why says that 146? Oh, yeah. If we hit the buy zone. But honestly, once you buying down in here, stop loss could be below this point here, there. Don't want it too low, though. You got to wait for it to develop. That's the only thing I like. I need more landscape to truly show you what's going on here, right? But that's the idea. There's your buy zone, man. Right in here. Troy BTC. Look at Bake beating on BNB. Bake BNB. Look, I see it going up, coming back down, and then breaking on out on the daily time frame. It's looking pretty nice right now, actually. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour wants to come down to the bottom of the pattern, and then this thing's going to break out hard. Look out for Bake BNB. So if you like your BNB and you want to gain more BNB, looks like you buy Bake right there on that low point at 0.010643 or 463. And bam, ride Bake back up a little bit and make some BNB. How much BNB? Let's take a look. So Bake BNB looking pretty nice. I said, see if you could grab Bitcoin at 36.5, right? There it is. I know who's paying attention to my channel and who isn't, because I'm like, this is your buy zone, and then people say Bitcoin's moving down. And it's like, yes, that's what we said. That's what we suggested would happen. Right? Look, this was the channel. And then the smaller time frame had a little tiny little channel here, remember? And I said if we can get the bottom of the channel, this will be exclusive. Get your TAs in, sons. 7-minute oversold, ready to go. That's where you get. I said if you can get in at 36.5, that's going to be the trade. Remember, look at the bigger pattern. We bounced off the bottom with bullish divergence. We're moving up to the top of the pattern. I gave you the trade already. I explained what happened. A lot of you guys watch the stream, and then I feel like you don't watch the stream. It goes in one ear and right out the other, man. TOMO BTC. Let's take a look. It's going to follow BTC a little bit, obviously, but let's take a look at what's going on with TOMO BTC. I need to dip because I'm riding a short. Well, you shouldn't be riding a short. That's against the lifer's idea. So you're not going to get it. And you're probably going to get hurt. So, and I'm sorry to say that. I hope you don't. I hope it works out for you, but I don't know whose advice you're taking on that short, but I hope it works out for you. Anyway, let's see what's going on. This is a TOMO BTC. See, I'm focused on BTC pairs, making Bitcoin while you guys are shorting Bitcoin. Look at this. A beautiful cup and handle coming near the bottom of the handle. This is going to rip. I mean, this is beautiful, right? Oversold in the 4 hour. This is everything you want, guys. TOMO BTC. Say I didn't say it. Now, I've been watching this trade for a long time. Lifer said, if you don't take profits, you want to be broke. Yep. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Unless you have some long-term hold idea, like 5 years, I'm going to hold this. Like you got a good job. You're like, all right, I got money coming in. I know what I'm doing. I'm not playing games. Right? And I'm just going to hold my portfolio for 7 years. I mean, I still don't even think that's a good idea. Some of these altcoins might not even be around in 7 years. You know, like Cardano, you may be able to hold that long. That's about it, in my opinion. Well, look, there's a 10-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Risk 50%, again, 140% on your Bitcoin for TOMO BTC. So if the alts have a bit of a rally and Bitcoin goes sideways, if Bitcoin starts to go sideways, the alts will have a bit of a rally. So just something to think about. TOMO BTC up in the game here. Put it on your radar, guys. TOMO BTC. TOMO BTC. I like TOMO BTC right there. I like where it's at. I do. We're going to add that to the list. Thank you for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm super excited. If I see XRP Muser, we'll go live and we'll have a live conversation for sure. If he comes through the crib, which I think he will, we're going to have a live conversation together. XRP Musa up in the spot. So shout out to the Muse, man. My dude. Your MATIC order got filled probably. Let's take a look. Not yet. Oh, maybe it did. Maybe it did. Yes! Give me that money, baby. Give me that money. Yeah, to be honest, all about the money this year at least. Start planning a 5-year hold from the bear market when it comes. This year at least. I'll start planning a 5-year hold from the bear market. Yeah, exactly. Great session. Thanks for all you do, bro. Gotta run. Shout out to James Colborn, man. Thank you very much. Hey, Lifer, I'm 1 a.m. in Australia right now, but still watching. Do you think PolyHawk Finance Fish can be the pancake swap of the MATIC network? No, I don't. I've been shorting. I think if anything, it will be quick swap. And something with quick swap. I've been shorting since 40,000, so I can get out any point and be good. Not my normal play. Hey, then I would take profits, man. And I would take my money because I see a pump, but it's up to you. You do whatever you think is right. Okay, so I like this call right here, TOMO BTC. Let it roll. Let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let it fill your soul. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Oh, 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 oh. MATIC order, baby. Thank you for all your advice. Much appreciated. Shout out to Will Macbeth. Anytime, man. I'd rather have to scalp going via MXE or Acent than pay ETH. I agree, man. I agree. Look at hard, man. All the way back to the bottom. Nice place to possibly get into some hard. Hard tanked. Unbelievable. Let's look at the HNT call. We were about 18 yesterday. We suggested to get into 1367. Let's see what happened. Did they sell it off? And how high did we get? Went all the way to $20, guys. HNT hit 1967. So shout out to anyone that took the call. If you sold 47% gains from the call, congrats, man. Congrats, guys. 47% gains on HNT in total. Had you taken the call? So we're still getting gains, man. The Patreon's still pumping out gains, regardless, right? And look, the sell-off, if it comes back into the pattern, you can buy it back at $12, $13, and then this thing is going to fly. I would love to see it come back in here. That would be really healthy for it. Can you take a look at XRM? Trying to get in on a trade. You mean XMR? Monero? Are you still going over HOTCROSS? Not trying to be rude. I know you have a lot to cover. Just want to make sure it's eating me and your advice is gold. HOTCROSS. Let's take a look at HOTCROSS. HOTCROSS USDT. Oh, actually, I can actually look at it here too on the big boy. HOTCROSS USDT Tether. Just move my Bitcoin trade up there. I can look at it all times. So 36.5 so far, entry that I called a few hours ago seems to be the move. We'll see what happens from there, but it seems to be the move. Seems to be the move. HOTCROSS. Let's see what's going on with Hottie Crossy. What a wick, huh? What a wick. That are on yield farming sites. Come on, man. I guess I have newbies that need to learn the hard way. I'm sorry I made a video about Frank, but in the video I never said go put all your money in Frank. I said this is a cool yield farming site, which is interesting. And this is how you can make some money yield farming, right? Now, Frank could tank. The whole market could tank, right? The market's not healthy right now. So if the market's not healthy, high-risk plays are going to be the one hit the most. You have to remember that, right? The things that are first going to recover are going to be large-cap gems, right? Ken is my favorite Street Fighter. That's funny. I still go to a HOTCROSS. So HOTCROSS to me is still in a bit of a cup and handle here on the 4-hour. Extremely oversold. Looks like it's about to move. And it's actually respecting this low right here and this low that it bounced off of. So it bounced off of previous support that it had at 19. It's actually looking really healthy right now, in my opinion. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour wants to actually come back down. Says we're going to test one more time, 19. That's what it's saying. But I believe we're going to double bottom out here and start to make our move on out. So, yeah. HOTCROSS, USDT. And look for it to kind of regain strength once it makes it back up to about 31. Then it will probably retest this area here at 28. That would be your last time to load up before it could break the all-time high and continue to the upside. But HOTCROSS, man. MATIC BTC order was definitely filled. Filled nicely. Filled right there. Bing, bong, bong, badang, dang. And we're down 15 bucks. That's actually, I mean, down 15 bucks doesn't matter. When you're in a $2,000 trade, that's fine, right? Because look, Bitcoin's 36,000. So 1.01 is 3,600. That's 360. 360 times 4, 1,200. And then 36 times 8, 2. Yeah, it's actually like a $1,500 trade. Something like that. It's not even a huge trade, you know? $1,500 trade. But I just keep trading for some more Bitcoin just on the side. Little side action. Not big, you know, smaller position sizes, cheaper stop losses, you know. I'm trying to show you guys how to trade in a different market cycle. You didn't see me doing this for months. For a month, I just sat there like this, like, Oh, I'm getting paid. I'm up 10, 20x. Ace bottomed out nicely. Let's take a look at Ace. Ace USDT on KuCoin. This thing took a beat down to 12. Look at that. That's definitely going to be a buy zone there with a cup. Ace. This is why I use a stop loss, man. What a beat down. Right? Imagine taking that down all the way. Yikes. But remember, this thing went from $11 to 11 cents to 80 cents. A high of like almost 90, I believe. 92 I saw, I remember on the chart, but it did it in like literally like a few days. From the 6th of May to the 10th. 4 days, this thing did a 4x. So believe you me, it can get back up there pretty fast. And look, we're getting tight moving averages. We talk about when the moving averages get super tight. Positional strength for Ace right here. And it's actually a really good project, Acent. And it's on KuCoin. And I think this is something that could make it to Binance. I really do. I really, really, really do. I got a buy zone here for TFUEL. Just want to put that on your radar as well. There's a buy zone right here for TFUEL. Check it out. We get into TFUEL right here in the buy zone. Open the price. Right? Stop loss. It's a little high. I like to get that way lower. But wait for the buy zone. That's why the stop loss really, you can't tell until you figure out where you're going to buy. You might buy low or high depending on where you buy in the box. You'd like to buy only here though. This is our buy zone, but you know me. If you take a tutoring session, you want to get in at the bottom of the pattern. Thanks for the great content as always. Can you explain how Fibonacci indicator works whenever you get a chance for the 99? All right, so we're going to look at the Fibonacci right here on TFUEL. All right. There's a few ways to look at Fibonacci. There's two ways. You have a retracement and you have extensions, right? So you hit Alt F, which is the Fibonacci here, and you find your low point and you drag this up to the price, right? The high point of the price, like so. And look, this came right to the 618. TFUEL did. So it bounced off of a very good level. Like this, you know, the wick was crazy, right? To the 786, but it went to the 618. And so, you know, you just got to know when to pull them. That's what it is. I knew when to pull it right here when the price action began to do a big impulse. Okay? So that's how you find a retracement. And you want to buy around the 618. We call that the golden pocket. It's really between the 618 and like the 6 something. It's like in this tiny little zone. They really try to buy right in here. They call it the golden pocket. But a lot of people call the whole golden pocket between the 0.5 and the 618. General use case. But institutions, they make even a smaller golden pocket down in here in the nutshell. So, yes, XMR. Can you take a look at that? We'll take a look at that in a second. You never know. There's so many coins. You know, one letter, one word. It all depends. Thank you so much for the super chat from Don't Save Her. $9.99 super chat. Much respect, man. Much respect. Thank you very much for the $9.99 super chat. Yeah, so that's Fibonacci retracement, right? Very healthy if you can buy in at the 618. 9 out of 10 times, that's going to be a very good place to buy in at the 618. Now you want to find out where is the price going to go. Well, you want to see kind of where the retracement begins and ends. You want to take the price from the top to the bottom. Same exact indicator, Fibonacci Alt F, but you want to pull from here to where that wick ends. You want to pull from left down to the right. And that's going to give you extensions of where the price should go. And look, it matches my target exactly of my measured move, which is insane. But it makes sense because a lot of the fibs reacted this way. The fibs built the movement, so they also show the movement. The deeper you get into this, the more this all makes complete sense. It's like the snake biting its tail. Nietzsche. You see the question and the answer all together at one side. They begin to form the same things over and over again. It's pretty it's pretty breathtaking. That's why I do this live. That's why I'm able to live every single day, and that's why I love what I'm doing. I'm so passionate about technical analysis. It's pretty breathtaking. Because it seems to work like really, really well. It works really, really well. Have you heard of YFX, another cross-trading platform? So many, man. No, I haven't heard of it yet. Let's take a look at your XMR ask here. XMR. Monero. Monero for Tether. Look at that buy zone. Trashed. But look, buy zone was right here. There was your target. Hit the target. Had you sold the target, at least you wouldn't have come down to the bottom, right? So take profits. Take profits. Monero at 242. Let's see what's going on. I mean, it's coming back down to previous support. It's really where you want to buy in, technically. But it took a beat down. I mean, you don't even really need to pull a fib on this. If you do, it's 100% retracement. Like, whenever you see the price right back to where it began, there's really no reason to pull a Fibonacci. I mean, look, it's down to the 100% retracement. Retraced 100% and went all the way to 530 and went all the way back to 250. I just can't believe that. Monero, privacy coin, retraces 100%. It's crazy. And again, they're all following Bitcoin. They're gonna watch. You're gonna watch it. Is it, it's in a bit of a bull pennant. It's gonna tighten up, and it's either gonna break down or break up. This whole market's either gonna collapse or it's gonna break up, and we're gonna find out in the next 3, 4, 5 days whether it's over, or even if it gets not over, but if it's a lower low, or if we begin to recover fully. So please, my friends, have a stop loss, have an idea, have it say, you know what, I don't want to see my money get this low. You might want to take profits today because I'm being honest, you never know. If you're happy with something, if you're up like 4 or 5x right now, I think you should take a little bit of profits off the table. I'm just trying to, I want to say it a lot more than I used to. Take profits, please. Pay yourself. Pay yourself. Win seems to be at the end of its run here in this inverted head and shoulders. But all eyes on Bitcoin yet again. But we're going to watch it very, 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 very closely. Let's look at total and total too. This is all the cryptos in the entire space, right? We had this mapped out pretty well. And look, said it could fall down to the measured move, which would be 1.3 trillion. And we did. We bounced off of that and then came back up. Scary that we did that in a rising wedge. But now we're forming the inverted head and shoulders. That's usually where we begin to move, and we do have a higher low. So it becomes down to this. Can we break this and make a higher high? So we need to see the market cap above $1.76 trillion, right? 1.75. We break above that, everything can start to make a move. Can buy back anytime, always take profit. Shout out to MPD, man. Shout out to you for saying that. Much respect to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. Save the environment. That's crazy. The beginning of the biggest altcoin season. Shocking. Hey, man, I'm willing to believe anything. I'm willing to hang on. It's worth it for me. The risk is the reward is way higher than the risk. So I'm going to take my thing. So Monero's just following Bitcoin, man. Everything is. So you just want to track Bitcoin up and down through that channel. And that's really where it's going to come down to at the end of the day. It is. Every single trade is depending on, except for some of these BTC trades, because you can get a little wiggle movement. And that's why I'm trading BTC. That's why I want you guys to understand. That's why I want you guys to focus on. Like RenBTC, it's been down for so long. Like, I've been holding this trade for 3 months, and it's never been up, really. I did make a trade for 2 years ago that is up very nice. But RenBTC, I think you want to take a look at this. This is really at the bottom of its pattern. It wasn't pushed down much because it was already down a lot. If that makes sense. So, RenBTC, this is a call right here, man. I've been watching this trade for months. So when I give you this call, it's like, well, I've been watching this for a long time. RenBTC looks really good to me. Really good to me. Really beautiful trade. And believe me, people don't realize, man, Ren has the Ren virtual machine. I mean, this is a big deal. It can change any coin into a Ren coin, RenBTC. And then you can trade synthetic assets, do all sorts of stuff. So Ren really could open up. I mean, right now, risk 33%, 40% to gain 301%. That's a beautiful thing. So stop loss is here below the line, right? You would enter anywhere in the zone, honestly. The buy zone's anywhere in there between, let's see, between 1165 sats and where we're at now, like 1600 sats. Anywhere between 1000 and 1600 sats. I know it's a big range, but that's my idea here for this because, I mean, oversold, ready to rock. It's been beaten down, playing from a position of strength for sure if you get into Ren here. RenBTC. Again, nothing I do here is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. and do your own due diligence before getting into a trade. But I really like what we're seeing here for RenBTC. RenBTC, man. Buy zone right there. I'm going after these BTC pairs. I'm going to get my Bitcoin on the low. I got to roll. All best livers, have a great day. I heard the government got a new crypto coin called a DM. Probably is like seize the day, right? Carpe diem. Makes sense. Coming soon, I hear no news. Thank you for your time, brother. You're awesome. Shout out to Juan Adela Una, man. Thank you very much, man. You're awesome. Much respect to you. Thank you very much. Respect to everyone out here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Very quite happy to leave it there. MATIC is hot, man. MATIC is, there's something going on with the MATIC network, man. They're pumping it. That Tika Tawari, man, he's pumping it. Yeah, I read about DM yesterday. It's slated to be a 1-to-1. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. I learned a lot from you, Weez ZX. And much respect to you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. It's crazy how like the channel, the markets and the channels go and the life goes. You just got to stay strong, true to yourself no matter what, guys. Stay strong and true to yourself no matter what. And thank you guys so much for the love, man. Yeah, and they're going to pass another bill. I think we're going to get more stymie checks. Isn't that true? Looks like we're going to get more. Kevin, can you verify? Are we getting more stymie checks? PokerStars pumping magic, not Reeks, Tari, man. Not Rex, Tari, man. I don't know what that means. It's PolyStarters pumping magic. It's PolyStarter pumping MATIC. Not Tika Tawari. You wrote Reeks Tari. I have no idea, man. You're messing with me, Victor, man. Love you, bro. Stay positive, man. You got to stay positive at all times, man. Yes, more on the way. Stymie checks by September. Yeah, there you go, man. That cute pop from me, too. Bro, have you seen the announcement on Fantom being supported on the Ren virtual machine? No, but that's a big deal, too. Insane. Yeah, so Fantom, let's take a look at Fantom. There's no reason Fantom shouldn't be busting out right now, doing its thing. Fantom BTC. I see it breaking out of this cup and handle. Fantom USDT. I see it breaking out. And look, there's your higher low, right? It's loving this 31 cent region. It seems to really be hovering at 31 cents. It hit it there, it hit it there, it hit it here, it hit it here. There's multiple times that it's played with it. Played with it right there. There's your bounce too. That's going to, I'm just telling you, man, look at the algorithms are going to pick up on even this. So right there, we had a little bounce right there, right here, right there, even in this zone and right there again. I mean, this is obviously one of the most visited price action that Fantom's ever had, 31 cent price action. So, in my opinion, this is definitely where you want to start to see some movement and some gains in Fantom. So, 31 cent Fantom, to me, is a yes. I still own my Fantom. Let's see what's going on. Anchor BTC coming back too, holding its gains very strongly, pretty much at break-even status. Cody BTC as well. Ren BTC has been sitting down $100 for me for 2 months straight. So it hasn't moved. So it's really I think it's in a very strong positional place to get in my opinion. Right? Yeah, so I sold all my Fantom BTC. I probably should get back in now. Should be a good time to get back in. Thank goodness I took those trades down, man. I was up big. And I got up to 1,000, down up 500, up to 800. I eventually took them out when I was up like $800-900. So happy that I did that. Very happy that I did that. Fantom BTC, kind of a red day in the market though, for sure. Red day in the market, definitely red day in the market. Struggling. People struggling. It's a Friday, too. A lot of people just want to, like, I think, and it's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people just walked away. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. But look, I took my Fantom trades. Look, take profits, guys. I was up 100%, right? 100% in BTC. I got in at 834 sats, and I sold at 1720 sats. Let's take a look at where it's at now. Let's see what happened if I didn't take profits and I decided to hold my way through. Look, I got in at what? 834, 840. I sold at 1700 sats, and I made 200% on my big 2 trades of 100% each, right? Had I not sold, look where I'd be at right now. 866, and I got in down here at the beginning of this cup and handle, right? So when this cup and handle broke in there, and then I got in again probably a little late, right around here. When we started to break, when I said we were going to break this region, boom, and I rode it up. And I sold pretty much, I mean, what a great trade. I got in somewhere at 800, and I sold pretty damn, look, the top was 1841, and I sold 1726. Don't be greedy, guys, right? And, you know, and look, I got into the trade on March 9th, and I sold on May 19th. Dude, it took 2 months. It took 2 months. That was 2 months. The patience that I showed, man. 50% of the MATIC supply is owned by Binance. Yes, and that means they're going to pump it to the moon. 18 minutes ago when the announcement was made, super early. Fantom to the top 30. Yeah. Sorry, I was watching a different part of the stream. More Stymie going to turn that into more crypto. Exactly. Bro, have you seen the announcement of Fantom being supported on the Ren VTC? 18 minutes was when the announcement was made. Well, we better make a video about that then right now. Fantom being connected to the Ren virtual machine. Let's see. Can you send in a link, please? Fantom Foundation, they think they'd tweet about it. Ooh, they got a juicy following, too. I mean, you like to see that. We're excited to announce the Ren virtual machine now supports Fantom. Using RenBridge, you can now transfer BTC, Z, BZ, and Doge to Fantom. DGB, Phil, and Luna will follow shortly after. Thank you. So right now, you can transfer Bitcoin to Fantom, Zcash to Fantom, Bitcoin Cash, and Doge to Fantom. The Ren virtual machine supports Fantom. People got to understand what the Ren virtual machine is, and that's why I just put out a call for Ren BTC. Isn't that funny? I'm looking at these two things. These are my 2 coins that I'm getting busy with. And look, this is back to previous support now. So now we could go back into Fantom again and make more BTC and just farm. We can farm Bitcoin with these coins. That's the idea, right? That's the idea here. And follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very, very much. Today, a man facing a difficult situation asked if I knew of a painless way to kill himself. Having little experience in such, I was not of help. The amazing thing is that the tone of discussion was like discussing the weather. Prison is a strange environment. Oh, man, that's crazy, man. Shout out to Rocket Dog, man. Been a while. 333. Thank you very much for coming on into the Super Chat. Much respect to you, man. I appreciate that. This month wasn't a good ready month, but it was a good farming month. Yella. Hey, you got to farm 50% MATIC supply owned by Binance. I think that's a good idea. I think that's good, though. I know it's not good, but it is good. Because Binance don't lose, man. Binance does not lose. Is there a function on 3 commas to copy your trades? Oliver. That would be pretty cool. I should make those, right? Then you guys could take profits without having to think about it, right? It would be so easy. But you just got to take profits, guys, man. You got to take profits. And you just got to be patient, too. Patience is so key for me. It has everything to do with where I'm at right now. In every aspect of life. Like, every single time I didn't ruin things or mess things up, it was my patience. I like the Ferrum Network here at 19 cents. You know, I do. And again, my Bitcoin trade, it could go down, right? This is not financial advice. But so far, the 36.5 buy has been playing out pretty nicely, right? And I gave you the call. So my Patreons have the call. They can go back and check it. They can take that trade anytime they want. So shout out to my Patreons for being here. I'm going to work harder than ever right now to produce gains for you guys. I will show you that $99 a month can be easily made. I think we've already made it. We went up in HNT 50%. We took TFUEL down. I gave you this bake trade. Buy bake if it breaks this resistance. It comes back out. It did, and it's continuing to go to the upside. Bake at 457. So bake, baby, bake. Let's look at the Telcoin call that I gave as well. Broke up a nice 46%. Gave it all back, but bounced off to 200. If you still held on to the trade, you're only up 18%. If you took some profits, which was that previous resistance, which you got to do right now. Quick trades now, guys. Quick trades. It's not the same market. It's a sketchy market right now. Until we recover and people start believing in it, it's a sketchy market right now, in and out. We don't have noobs jumping in every single day like we did last time. Before, everyone and your mother wanted to get in. They felt like they were missing out. Right? Beam making 34% gains. Look at Beam booming. So there's still love in the market. There's still some love in the market here. BNB down up 17% though. The down tokens, the bear tokens pulling off. BTC down made a big move there. But you know what? I haven't hit a cup and handle. Will it break out? I don't know. It's been stifled. It's been stifled. I'm not short in Bitcoin right now. I don't suggest it. I like I like small pattern trades right now. Top of the pattern to the bottom, right, mid pattern to the top, 34%. Get out. I'm trying to show you guys how to pick and piece together what you need to get through the market, right? Zcash. Interesting. I spent 30 minutes on Bitcoin for you guys at the beginning of the day. I gave you everything I had. I gave you a long target, short target. I gave you an actual trade in it. There's not much more you could get out of that. You can go to another channel too. See what you get out of the Bitcoiners, out of the Bitcoin technical analysis guys. What are they going to give you? You never know, but I'm pretty sure we got. And right now, you could even sell the one I gave you locked in profit at 36.5. But you know, I'd wait for it to get to the target for sure. Let's get into the news. At the end of the channel, every time we used to get into the news. Been a while since we've done that. Burger Swap drained after our flash attack. Bunch of crazy news here. We're going to go over it. Lot of news, man. Okay. So this was bullish, in my opinion. The retest of 36.5. All right? Which we just saw occur really live. So this is live news. This is like minute by minute Bitcoin analysis. This is like gets fresher than the freshest produce that you use to produce this, man. Bitcoin's price prediction. Bitcoin retests 36.5 and prepares to move higher, okay? Bitcoin finds resistance at 40,000 again. Closes support at 36.5. Next target, $42,000. I'm pretty amped up for it. I see what's going on. My analysis is kind of spot on. Doesn't mean we're going to continue to pump. We could still dump to 25K. I'm giving you a short-term Bitcoin analysis. He's on spot with me right here. I like to see that. Bitcoin will be able to rally towards 44,000 region if it meets these criterias. More than enough has already been said and written about the latest market depression in the cryptocurrency sector. Now the main trending question has surfaced over the past couple of days. Can Bitcoin and altcoins recover? And if yes, when? Racked Capital, known for its technical crypto analysis, received recently released a YouTube video to highlight the potential rebound for Bitcoin and other alts. Only twice in Bitcoin's price history have we seen such an extreme sell-side volume, in March 2020 and most recent. Extreme sell-side volume signals bottoming out after constant selling and precedes either a strong bounce or an entire trend reversal. Now, as per the previous estimate projected by the same analyst, he predicted 2 possible paths for Bitcoin. In his latest YouTube video, Wrecked Capital observed, Bitcoin was inside the 32,000, 38,000 range for a few days, and now it has broken into the 38,000, 44,000 range. The same can be highlighted by the graph below. In this range, now it's in that range, possibly. What about the possibility of Bitcoin heading towards 44K? Here's worth noting that though the long-time traders have expressed their bullish sentiment lately, the Fear and Greed Index suggested that the extreme fear was still governing the market at the time of writing. What's more, at the time of writing, corrections had hit the market again, with the world's largest cryptocurrency trading just under 37K. With respect to ADA's price target trajectory, the analyst commented that it was probably the best-looking chart as of right now. Let's take a look at ADA before I leave. I want to take a look at that. But one thing I wanted to say here about this is the Fear and Greed Index. You know, I use this to buy into Bitcoin, and all my buys have to be in this zone. I can't buy Bitcoin in this area, and I can't buy Bitcoin in this area because this is too overpriced for a guy like me. For a guy who grew up middle class like me with not huge access to tons of funds, I need to get my Bitcoin at the best price possible. So I need to buy Bitcoin whenever there's extreme fear. I have to. Even if I have to wait 2-3 years, even if I have to wait 2 years to get back my money, that's how I have to play. If I have to be patient, then that's the only way I can beat the market maker. The multi-millionaire institution trying to take my little money. I could beat them by being cautious and patient and by going against the grain. And I've been doing it over and over again, and that's how I've won, man. So top 5 reasons I would never sell my Bitcoin, because I know that no matter how low the price gets and how much fear is in the game, holding the US dollar is far riskier, because 3, 4, 5 years from now, I know I'm guaranteed to lose 15%. Bitcoin, you know what? There's no guarantee I'm going to lose at all. We don't know. With the dollar, there's a guarantee that I'm going to lose. So I'd rather play the play that's not guaranteed. And you know what? That's the number one reason that I buy Bitcoin, and I will not sell my Bitcoin ever, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to lose money. With the dollar, there is a guarantee that I will lose my money, my purchasing power. It's a guarantee. Think about it. There's no guarantee with Bitcoin that you're going to lose your money. We don't know. There's a high probability possibly that you could, and there's a high probability possibly that you couldn't. So far, I've been playing the risk, and it's been winning every single time for the last 5 years that I've dedicated myself to Bitcoin. It has proven to win me over every single time and to provide a better life for me. So if I want to continue to have a better life, I probably should continue to buy Bitcoin, right? I only sell my alt. I never touch my Bitcoin bags. I strongly believe crypto is the future. For sure, man. You think Bitcoin is going to touch 42K and boost, or touch and break down? If Bitcoin breaks down to 25K, how long do you think it will take until those things start being bullish? It's almost like these alts aren't finished yet. It would be a shame. Demand wants cheaper Bitcoin. I do, you do. LOL. That's definitely reminds me of September, how hard it was scalping with 2K. LOL. Yep. Subscribed. Appreciate. What do you think about Frank? And Frank, victim of down market or a rug pull? No, just a down market. I don't think it's rug pulling. I'm just being stubborn. My bad. Long-term Bitcoin will only go up and up. Yep. He knows what's up. Are Bitcoin pairs ever good for long-term holds, Sam? Just wondering. I don't think so. I've tried it numerous times, and honestly, no, they're good for like 2, 3, 4. I mean, that was a 2-month hold I did. That's a midterm hold. I don't think you want to hold them long-term, because one day Bitcoin's going to pump, and when it does, it's going to take back all those gains pretty fast. So you got to watch it. Loose link sip shanks, break them off like a Twix. I'm about getting money like Nick by the dips. Lifer loves his summer, and that's not a game. Collecting chips, driving whips like Stack McChange. You know, that's so dope, man. Loose lip sync chips, break them off like a Twix. I'm about getting money like Nick by the dips. Lifer loves the summer, and that's not a game. Collecting chips, driving whips like Stack McChange. I love it, man. Bitcoin to 25K is a huge boost, double bottom. It'll break to 75K. Hadouken, the warrior. Bitcoin falls 8% after a sudden market crash, but it gained back a lot of that pretty fast. So pretty interesting, right? U.S. sanctioned actors use crypto in new ways to evade restrictions, says report. A sanctioned actors and jurisdictions worldwide are finding new ways to use cryptocurrency to evade restrictions and to continue their illicit activities. You know, restrictions are really just our government telling people what they can do in other assets of the world. Sometimes they're not even viable restrictions. I mean, I'm just being honest, right? So I'm just, their assets are blocked and U.S. persons are in general prohibited from dealing with them, according to OFAC. The list compromises individuals and companies owned, controlled, or by acting on behalf of targeted countries, as well as individuals and groups and entities such as terrorist organizations and drug traffickers, which are not country-specific. A spike in the use of privacy wallets such as Wasabi Wallet, whose use for Bitcoin laundering expanded by 200% last year, allowed sanctioned entities to launder an estimated $160 million worth of Bitcoin in 2020. Oh, come on, man. I don't know. A group of DEXs and DeFi, which could become a haven for crypto laundering used by cybercrime, which hacked Singapore's crypto exchange KuCoin and used DEXs to launder a portion of the U.S. $280 million worth of stolen crypto assets. North Korea's Lazarus Group. Honestly, though, they were doing even worse behind the scenes. I just keep buying Bitcoin low and hold it. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. Yo, he said you're one of boys, aren't you? You took his message away, but I think he was just saying, oh, check boys out. I just keep buying Bitcoin on the low. UK crime agency, Bitcoin adoption makes life easier for the criminals. Here they go. See, they're going to go hard with the news. This is something they're going to go hard with the news today. Just anything they can. 2 minutes ago that came out. Chia in the spotlight amid global hard disk shortage. Chia Network, the developer of blockchain and smart transaction platform with the cryptocurrency branded as a green alternative to Bitcoin, has reportedly caused a global shortage of hard disks, while its president, Gene Hoffman, denies the cryptocurrency's bad impact on the environment. Chia Network uses proof of space consensus, an algorithm that bid to consume less energy. Nevertheless, these disks still require energy to produce and run, and some reports indicate that the hardware involved in proof of space mining could be rendered useless merely after a few weeks. According to the New Scientist, some 12 megaterabytes of hard disks space were being used to mine Chia on May 26th, seeing an exponential rise since its launch in March, with the figure being just 3 million terabytes 2 weeks prior. What's more, the Chia network has grown by almost 1 exabyte, which is 974 petabytes, in 24 hours, according to Rick Branson, engineer at Plant Scale. In his words, this is equivalent to burning a single terabyte solid-state drive every 3 seconds. The scale of this is hard to comprehend. The increase in demand for solid-state drives has reportedly caused the price rise. However, Hoffman argues that the increased demand driven by Chia will lower the cost of hard disks as manufacturers ramp up production in the future. "We've kind of destroyed the short-term supply chain," he quoted, but also denied this will become an environmental drain. Nick Carter, partner at Castle Island Ventures, said his opinion that such an increase in hardware requirements is likely to cause yet another reprisal against the crypto industry. Oh my God, new friend miners get wrecked on Chia. I plotted a couple drives. How come it says expected reward in 32 years? You could have read the 2014 Burst Coin Bitcoin talk thread, but oh no, this coin is Bram. New, no history to learn from at all. Andrew Bailey, associate producer of Yale College, suggested that Chia would have been taken more seriously if this coin distribution began as a fork of Bitcoin's UTXO set. XCH price chart, and it is tanked back down to 750 from 1500. Wow, my moderators are the worst, bro. You don't have a wrench, Jasole? Well, you do now, bro. Crypto Greg, hop off. Have a great day, gang. Crypto is life. Shout out to Crypto Greg. I know you got to go chase some waves, bro. I know what you're doing. Going to jump in that ocean 9:30 in the morning. Lucky guy out there in Hermosa Beach, man. I want to be out on Hermosa Beach. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, stay away from Bitcoin. JP Morgan continues with its negative words on Bitcoin and the crypto market by advising people to stay away from them. Although the organization he runs is significantly more open to the cryptocurrency world these days, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon advised people to stay away from the digital asset. Nevertheless, he admitted that the institution clients of the bank have shown a high demand for product. The chairman an office of JP Morgan and Co. has somewhat controversial history with Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. He called the primary digital asset a fraud. Interesting, he apologized for his comments a year later, but it seems that his opinion has not changed much still. After calling it not my cup of tea in 2020, Diamond has more harsh words in recent testimony to the U.S. House Financial States Committee. In it, the billionaire outlined that his personal advice to people is to stay away from it. Furthermore, Diamond added that cryptocurrencies can't compare with traditional fiat currencies and gold and warned buyers beware. He clarified that he was referring to Bitcoin and other digital assets, not stablecoins and blockchain. He still looks to enter the space. A lot of our clients are asking, can we help them buy or sell cryptocurrency? And we are investing in that as we speak. So what? He says, stay away from Bitcoin, but we're investing in it. Glypher, can you ask the audience how much money we invested in this risky market? Would be awesome content. You got people saying Bitcoin will cause people to die. The FUD is extreme. It's crazy, man. Sheesh. Boy. Yeah, he gonna buy Bitcoin on the low. Cliff Hoy says Bitcoin hitting like 1 to 2K and then a 90% retracement in December and possibly not for sure. In the interview he had, one of the many things he talked about, but it was a dope. You know, I followed Crip High for a long time and he made a lot of predictions on Bitcoin and he was horribly wrong many, many times. No, and I like him and I think he's cool, but he was horribly wrong many, many times. Morgan Stanley files to receive Bitcoin exposure of up to 25% for a dozen funds. Morgan Stanley continues to display a pro-Bitcoin approach by filing with the SEC to receive Bitcoin exposure to a dozen of its institutional funds. So Morgan Stanley moving in. Come on, man. I mean, that was April 1st, but come on, man. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary. Narratives about institutional investors already wading into Bitcoin are BS. One of the most popular narratives in crypto space is that institutional investors are finally entering the crypto world in a grand style. Such investors have long been considered as a key part of the Holy Trinity. Speaking on TD Ameritrade Network, Kevin O'Leary, however, poured cold water on that. You bring on guests all the time that say, oh, institutions are getting into Bitcoin. That's BS. They are not yet. There's no institution out there, any sovereign, any pension plan that's doing this yet because they are not over the ESG issues. They need sustainability. By ESG, O'Leary was referring to the environmental, social, and corporate governance factors that measure a company's long-term sustainability. Notably, the pioneer cryptocurrency has come under fire after environmentally conscious investors postulated that its massive energy usage extends its overall benefits. Tesla, for instance, halted Bitcoin payments recently, citing the same environmental concerns. The Shark Tank judge believes Bitcoin's current Achilles heel is its carbon footprint, which is scaring off institutional investors looking for evidence that the asset is ethical and uses renewable energy. Yet he hopes that these investors will join the crypto wagon after its environmental profile improves. He's bullish on DeFi. Kevin O'Leary dismissed the Bitcoin as garbage and worthless digital gain. No, he did. In early 2019, he did. I think I've got the best team. He's doing crypto, 5% yield. O'Leary added that he's been working with some corporate DeFi people and has even opened accounts to manage his company's balance sheet after allocating at least 5% into yield farming. So Kevin O'Leary is yield farming, man. Bitcoin concludes another choppy week below 40K. The Crypto Weekly Recap. Steve Jobs' statue in Budapest to get a new neighbor, Satoshi Nakamoto. Pretty interesting. And no one knows who it's really going to be or what it looks like, but it's the idea, right? Burger swap on Binance. Smart Chain drained of $70.2 million after a flash loan attack. Hackers created their own fake coin, non-standard B token, and formed a new trading pair with Burger. By adjusting the routing, attack created Burger fake coin WDME routing through Burger fake coin trading pair. Attacker re-entered Burger swap through fake coin and manipulated a number of reserve and reserve 1 in the pair's contract, causing the price to change. The attacker then re-entered the transaction to trade back to WBNB to obtain the extra amount of WBNB that was put in. Following the attack on BurgerSwap, there was a panic among users and holders. Soon after the news broke, the team behind BurgerSwap urged the protocol's users for some time, adding that a detailed compensation plan is on the way. Wow. This is sad, man. Some of the big projects that I was looking at for a long time that I really researched on, did my homework, was really going for, BurgerSwap gets swooped. Interesting. We're going to take a look at Cardano, and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to look at Bitcoin as well one more time before we jump on out. 36.8. Remember the call was 36.5. Trade still beginning to go. Do not go against me. I've had many trade battles where people were going to short against me when I longed against me when I shorted. You name it, we went at each other. At 29, I called it here. Everyone was saying 22K. I claimed the bottom here on Divergence. I won that battle against an entire trading group. I'm telling you, man, I've taken on multiple trading groups even in the last year. And my TA has battled through it all. And somehow, some way, you know. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying everything I say is correct. But somehow, some way, we keep pushing forward every single day on this channel. So let's take a look at Cardano ADA. Cardano BTC. I'm really into these BTC pairs. I like the BTC pair right now for Cardano. Look at this. At 4,200 sats. Fell out. But now it's just in a flag, in my opinion. That's fine. Still got a same temporary target up there. You can take small gains. Small gains. You can take some small gains. You don't have to take it all. You take some small gains. 20% gains right there. Just take it easy. All right, this is what real trading used to be. Just taking gains when you could. Getting in, getting out. That's what trading was, man. Wasn't that you guys came into a free-for-all. It wasn't always so easy. Bouncing off the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour, I like seeing that. We're getting tight in the other moving averages right there, too. That's a catalyst for a break to the upside. ADA, BTC looking really nice and oversold as well. So Cardano BTC, I like it. I like Cardano BTC right there. Cardano, you know, and that could even be an environmental play. You never know how it works out, but it could be, right? Whole market is down in general right now, though, for sure. But it's a safer trade, big market cap against big market cap, right? Cardano getting pushed by other channels, people looking at it, right? So look, I'm going to limit into Cardano. All right. Right now I had a half a Bitcoin going. I took a little bit out for a trade. Let's see what's going on now. Yeah, so far the MATIC BTC trade starting to move. We got picked for the limit order, and now we're above the limit order. Going pretty well. Now I'm going to take the ADA BTC trade as well. All right. 10% into that trade. The profit we want to take is right out here at about 580, 58. So look, another live trade on the channel. I don't know why I'm so good to you guys. 5,800 will be my target. Right? 37%. So I'll go below that. We'll do 5, 6, 9. 58, 5, 6, 6, 9. That's it right there. All right? Just below. Just below to be sweet. And then stop loss if we break this level here. 39 sats. Right? I don't want to break 39 sats. So stop loss. 3,900 Satoshi. 7% stop loss. Okay. And then we're going to take the bid at 42.06. I'll go to 4,200 even, see if we can catch it. All right. And we're going to create that trade. It's going to be way shorter trades with smaller markets, you know, smaller targets. Okay, guys. But Cardano BTC, man. You see, we fished through the whole market. It took me 3 hours to find my trades. See how long? I didn't just jump into everything. It wasn't just, I have to do. You see, and the patience will still be used. We will go through this. We'll go through the numbers, man. Definitely adding a little more to the XRP bag. Liver Gang. I scalped XRP the last couple days. Like the old days in September. 5K to make 800. It's crazy, right? Lifers tat across my back. Yo, you better get one then. I want to see it. The SEC suit is falling apart. Can I take your logo to make a tattoo? Sure, man. SEC DM'd you info. What did you DM me? Let's see what Hadouken said. Probably good info. So, oh yeah, I saw this happening. Actually, I wanted to talk about this. SEC attorney moves to withdraw from the Ripple case. It's pretty interesting. Dugan Bliss, a senior trial counsel at the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, is seeking the court's permission to withdraw from the Ripple case. The attorney says he's leaving the agency after spending over 10 years there. After Bliss's departure, the SEC will be represented by the remaining counsel, Jorge G. Tierro, Dalfa A. Waxman, and John A. Daniels, and others. The litigation process is being supervised by the SEC attorney, Preesh Krishnamurthy. The Ripple case is still in its pre-trial discovery phase. As reported by U.S. Today, the SEC is now seeking to expand the number of depositions. Earlier this month, Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn greenlit the SEC's Memorandum of Understanding MOI requests that are being sent to the foreign securities regulators to obtain documents from overseas trading platforms and Ripple's non-U.S. partners. In April, the court granted Ripple's motion to compel the SEC to produce documents related to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. During an April 9th conference, Bliss said that the agency had not taken an official position on Ethereum, despite a comment made by Bill Hinman, the former director, about ETH not being a security. So I want to make it clear that this is my understanding of the current situation, and I don't want to be overly tactical, but the SEC itself may be understanding it has not taken an official position. There's no action that it took to say Bitcoin is not a security. Ether is not a security. Interesting. So they're confused by their own beliefs. Eric Snowden, Biden's $6 trillion budget is good for Bitcoin. Infamous whistleblower Snowden claims that President Joe Biden's $6 trillion budget is good for Bitcoin in the recent tweet. $6 trillion, this is good for Bitcoin. On May 27th, the Wall Street Journal reported that the President of the United States was on track to unveil his mammoth budget for 2022 this Friday. Despite growing inflation concerns, Bitcoin is on track to score its worst month in nearly 10 years. On May 19th, the cryptocurrency plunged as low as 30,000 and has so far failed to gain footing above 40K. XRP scammers hack official YouTube channel of Spain's oldest law enforcement agency. Interesting. Bitcoin's price plunged to 35K. Surprising reasons unveiled by CoinWoo. And honestly, if we look at Glassnode's there's more Bitcoin whales getting into Bitcoin now than have ever been before. We have more people getting into Bitcoin now than ever before. So just kind of want to put that on your radar, guys. Something to think about. Yes, more people getting more wallets hold $100 to $1,000 Bitcoins than ever before. It's been expanding and expanding and expanding and continue to expand despite what they're telling us that whales are manipulating and they're selling on us all this crazy stuff. There's more wallets with 1,000 to 100 Bitcoins in them right now. So guys, I just want you to put that on your radar. So remember that. All right, guys, we're running out of here for the day. It's 11:50. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. It was a great show. We went through a bunch of different stuff. We gave you a bunch of calls. We went over a bunch of different things, and we had a blast. I also made some live trades out here that hopefully will do well, and we'll show you where they were tomorrow as we continue to move to the upside. We also gave you a live BTC trade. And again, don't do anything I do on this channel. None of this is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor before doing anything you see me do here on the live stream. But continuing to trade, continuing to do my thing, BTC, USDT, let's take a look at where we are now at 36.7, struggling in that zone, but let's go back to the 7-minute. We'll see what we're in here. And that's why you want to use a smaller time frame. Mini world, look, up, down, up, down. We're just forming it, and that would be your entry here at the bottom of the pattern. So have a good day. Thanks. Crypto is life. Peace to all. Be safe. One, crypto is life. I checked the order books. 300 plus Bitcoin buy orders. See, there you go. 300 plus Bitcoin buy orders. Huge. Crypto is life. Peace to all. At the end of every single live stream, we say 1, 2, 3, and I say crypto is life. So we're going to say it right now to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Much respect to everyone. We had a great live stream. Thank you to everyone that hooked me up with a super chat. Unbelievable. You know what's funny? I had more people in a super chat before and less super chat. So thank you guys very much to all the loyal support. I really, really appreciate you guys. Vibe up with the higher frequency. I love you all. I'm so thankful for everything we have here. We will make it through this. We will have our frequencies aligned, and we will continue to move through the upside. A lot of people right now are struggling. They're going through it. They're going to see that we remain strong throughout this, and months later, we're going to be an even stronger group. The Crypto Lifers, I promise you that, guys. I promise you that. Shout out to 8,000 subscribers, and on our way to 9,000. I will do my best to push that to the limit. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I love you every single day. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much to every Patreon who decides to spend your hard-earned money to support me and my family, because you are supporting a family. Remember that. I really appreciate it. So, with that being said, please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream, 9:30 a.m. Actually, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Remember that. So now you got to go. You're going to have your withdrawal now. Now you have like a 30-hour withdrawal now. But you'll make it through. I'll see you guys on the next live. You might see me and XRP Muser doing a live stream together. Crypto conversations coming up. So look out for that. I believe we're going to have that coming out. So stay tuned. Be safe. I love you guys. Crypto is life.